Last we left off a couple of weeks ago, the party reconvened at the pond where they had disabled the clockwork spider after figuring out how to open one of the portals in this strange bioluminescent scene that they found themselves in. After further bickering between Doran and Six as to the fate of the spider, the party figured out that if they dropped different coins into the pond, different portals would open up. The party decided to make their way through the copper portal, or Best did, really, but the party followed. And the party passed through the portal and found themselves in a large cavern with the same large mushrooms and bushes and crystals, but this one contained massive hysterium crystals, unlike the size that with a greater size than anything you guys have ever seen of hysterium. It was mind-boggling. And the room was partially submerged in water. Several stone platforms jutted out from the water, and the party could see a gold portal about 100 feet away on another platform. The portal behind them had closed. Doran, feeling a bit brave, tied a rope to himself and headed the other end to Six and walked off the cliff of the platform they found themselves on, half expecting an invisible bridge. There was not an invisible bridge.
Color me disappointed.
Doran fell slowly as Six pulled from above. Doran then created a wall of force walkway that led all the way to the next portal, catching himself with it. And as Doran crossed about 15 feet or so over the water below, a massive eel-like creature with a bulbous abdomen and razor-like tail lurched out from the water and struck him, knocking him into the water. A battle ensued. Six jumped down on top of the beast, electrifying himself in the process. Doran swam for his life and was slammed against one of the rocky platforms. Bess restrained the beast with control water, and Alistair attempted to command it with Gias. Eventually, with a combination of spells and cunning tricks with rope, the party began choking the creature and holding it in place. Bess was knocked unconscious with a powerful blast of electricity from the beast, and the party was taking a beating. When the creature choked out a series of sounds that almost sounded like speech, Alistair telepathically connected with it and was given a warning to leave this place. Negotiating with the creature, Alistair secured their safe passage and returned for an end to the fight. The party eventually all made their way across to the portal and entered it, finally finding themselves in the hidden library they had been looking for underneath the tower. The place was filled with books of all kinds of arcane nature, as well as powerful scrolls and old records of students and staff, which the party took with them. These records confirmed and revealed several things to the party, such as Malcolm's connection to Zimmer. Investigating the library also revealed that it's quite likely nobody had been down here in 15 years, since the day before the explosion occurred in Direwood. The most intriguing thing, however, was a strange podium and a book in the center of a corner room, surrounded in flowing arcane energy. The party, mostly Doran, tinkered with the book a great deal, a couple of times to their detriment, Doran's detriment. After gathering their findings, the party decided, after spending only a few hours in the library, to focus on somehow getting out. Commands were attempted on the book and on the portal stairs to no avail, and the party eventually focused on the strange arcane book with the arcane energy flowing around it. Despite Bess receiving a very foreboding message about it from Mistra via the legend lore spell, the party continued tinkering with it, and eventually they wrote down a location on a blank parchment nearby and stuck it on the book, which accepted the page as it became one with the book. The party felt the arcane energies flowing around them begin to whirl more and more violently, and they began to levitate before vanishing into darkness. And we'll pick up there.
It was like the Avatar sex scene, except instead of hair, it was the book.
Exactly. And we'll pick up there as you all enter the void.
Hold on, check Twitch chat.
Check Twitch chat. That is actually funny enough. That is something that very well could happen whether or not you said that.
Yes, Simon says.
Unlike the previous portals you've entered in the caverns below the Mage's Guild Tower, as you enter this dark void, you can all still see each other. A strong wind also blows around you, wildly changing in direction seemingly randomly. But it isn't cool like a breeze. It just feels like a neutral force swaying you in whatever direction it pleases. As you all notice these things and try to get your bearings, a voice echoes out around you. Well, 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 what a profoundly entertaining decision.
Prove it.
As you prove it. As you all look around trying to spot the source of the voice, you find her behind you. A tall, white-haired woman adorned in dark and luxurious clothing, surrounded by an eerie, pink-red aura. And here you have it.
Hey, where's the mayonnaise? She's got the whip.
She's
hot. She's hot.
As you all notice
I
her
hope that's missed
and notice this woman,
Is there a cat on her shirt?
as you all notice her,
No?
what are you asking?
Is there a cat on her shirt?
No.
Is that not eyes, nose, ears, and and whiskers?
No, I see it.
Get the same picture?
Wait.
Okay.
What? Where? I don't see this. What are you talking?
If you zoom in really
There's
close
three.
and look at it.
There's 3 red things on her shirt. There's
Uh-huh.
a nose in the middle, 2 red eyes. Below that,
Yeah, I
there's,
see it.
there's whiskers to the sides. If you go up,
Oh my
follow
god.
The eyes up, they make ears.
Oh my god, it does vaguely look like a cat.
It honestly was a legitimate question.
I thought you were fucking around. See, this is the problem with you, Jason. You fuck around and say such ludicrous shit so often. I was not sure,
true.
like, that what you were asking a completely valid question, because now I kind of see it, but I thought you were just being Jason.
Yeah, real life is a nightmare for me.
That's...
Oh.
Oh, shit. That's really good. Anyway, this tall, foreboding woman, as she said, well, what a profoundly entertaining decision. You all spot her in her luxurious dark clothing. She says, that teleportation circle was dismantled years ago, but the rituals that kept it in place permanently persisted. This combination has left wild arcane energies to stew for years. Oh, I am so excited to see what happens.
Who are you again?
Who am I? A great question. I'm known by many names.
Oh, just one. I mean, please. We have so many to remember already.
Best nods in agreement.
Call me bad luck, if you will. Misfortune.
I
Lady
won't.
Doom.
Can I call
she
you
completely
mine?
ignored me.
Does I wink? I try to slide closer to her. I don't know if there's movement in this zone.
You try to. So what you're looking where you are right now? You're just in like in a black, empty void, being swayed by this neutral wind-like force. Do you try walking?
I try to very suavely slide towards her.
Okay. As you very suavely start sliding toward her, you realize, though there's nothing below you but more blackness, it's as if you're stepping on a floor. So you can kind of slide as you normally would.
I do.
Okay, you slide toward her and she watches. Stands there, one hand on her hip. Are you the one who activated it? You seem the type.
Was I? I look around.
No,
I
Wait,
don't
who
actually
did?
remember who put the
it was
page in the
Alistair.
book. Was it me?
It was you.
I stabbed the book.
And how did that go?
Honestly, very, very well.
Interesting.
I'm lying through my teeth.
If she notices, she doesn't seem to care. Now, as for you, she says, looking at Alistair.
You noticeably see Dorian get a little sad that the attention isn't on him.
As she says this, the woman approaches the Alistair specifically, but the rest of the party as well, leaving Doran behind. The steps of her heels
Mad
echoing
loudly.
on nothing. She reaches into her dress,
Ooh.
exactly what you think, and produces what appears to be a small ball of some sort.
Hey, is that a cat on your shirt? I ask.
If you'd like for it to be, a black cat would be quite fitting. And she
Can
actually
we call you Cat Noir?
No, she waves her hand around her like chest area where you see this cat, and it like defines just a little bit more. The two red pearls become, or red gems of some sort become more cat eye like. They change, and basically she makes it look more like a cat.
Neat.
She goes, I can see it. I see it. and changes it back. But she approaches you, Alistair. She holds out this small ball that she pulled out from her dress. She says, "You must be the one who activated it. I think it's time to decide your fate."
I don't like this, but sure.
A wicked smile creeps across her face as she holds
But I
out
was the one
toward
that
you.
taught him how to do it.
She holds out toward you, Alistair, a 100-sided die. And
I have one of those.
But then Beth speaks up. I'm the one who taught him. She pulls it back a little. "Would you like to decide your fate?"
Oh, fates.
I
It's a
am the
little
one
early.
with the page in the book, though, Bess.
I'm here for fun, and this sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh, it will be
Alistair,
for
roll
me.
roll the dice.
I
Why don't
promise
you roll the dice?
This will not be
Me?
fun for you.
Because I don't think anyone wants me to touch anything right now.
I don't think you know him. Yeah, I couldn't make that guarantee myself.
Honestly, I don't really care who chooses. I just want to see what
seems like-
happens.
I'll do it. For deciding fates, then I
Pretty
feel like
lady
mine
offered
was
it to you.
decided in an early point in my life, so I don't know what this could be, but
Okay. That
The pretty
smile.
mysterious, probably a little bit dangerous lady is offering it to you.
am I rolling a D100?
Yes, she. If you reach your hand out to take it,
I would.
she reaches out then and places it in your hand. And as just for the moment where your hands are connected by this 100-sided dice, you can feel all of the arcane energy flowing through her hand, and it feels as though. Have you ever touched
Hot?
Have you ever touched something that shocked you in such a way that it felt more like a vibration in your hand?
Whenever
Like
I'm
shock
activated.
pens that don't actually shock you, they just kind of
Yeah.
lightly buzz.
Yeah, that they buzz. It's almost like that sort of buzzing in your hand, as just for that brief moment, your hand is connected to hers via the dice, and then she lifts her hand away daintily, and you have the dice. And she raises her hand then, and a small purple basin raises out of nothing from the void below you. She gestures to it. "Let's see where you go."
Break the die.
Swallow it.
I roll it.
Break it in half.
Okay. Please roll.
You did.
Oh, you already rolled a D100. Okay. 46.
When I said, "Am I rolling a D100?" you said yes. I rolled it. Then you kept talking.
Oh.
I was like,
I didn't see that. I was on a different screen. That's funny. Well, you already rolled it. Okay. 46. As the D100 rolls in the basin and slowly comes to a stop, she looks down at it. This is going to hurt.
I'd like to brace myself.
Do you say that out loud, or are you just doing that?
I'll say it out loud.
I'd
I'd
like to
like
brace
to
myself."
brace myself.
I don't think that will help you.
I don't
Then-
like that.
Then I'd like to not brace myself, but I'd like stand with my arms as far away as possible and my legs spread out too.
How funny would it have been if Alistair had rolled a 13 while talking to the unlucky lady?
That would've been good.
Best would say out loud. Best would say that out loud.
The unlucky lady. Just call me Bashaba. If
No.
you really wish.
Babushka!
So many names at this point. It's unlikely we're gonna call you what you want.
No, I've decided 6. It's Nancy.
Nancy.
Nancy!
I didn't hear that one, but we can use it.
Farewell. Nancy sends her regards. She snaps her fingers and you all vanish.
I immediately, the second I'm gone, I change my appearance to Nancy.
Yeah. and As she snaps her fingers, you all find yourself. It's as if the floor, the invisible floor beneath you, vanishes and you fall through the void, and you are falling and falling, and these neutral force winds are buffeting you every which way. And for a moment, you see light. And you are back above priests, falling above the city toward it. And then you're gone again, and you're back into the void. And then absolute darkness and a crushing force that completely suffocates you for a moment. Mishap number 1. Each of you will take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
You said 1, which makes me think there's more.
Is everybody still conscious?
Bear.
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of.
this crushing force crushes you and takes the breath out of your lungs for a moment, and then you're back falling in the void. And then you're falling through the air once again. You look beneath you, and there's a shining light. It almost looks as though it looks like moonlight bouncing off of a frozen lake. And you're very cold. You're freezing cold, and then you're gone again. And then darkness once more as you're crushed by an invisible force. Each of you this time will take 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm out.
I'm out.
Okay. We have 2 unconscious. Now.
Did we just get TPK'd by a fucking witch?
No. Once again, you
Oh,
find
God.
yourselves...
I'm not Doran right now. They won't know it's me.
Oh, no! Oh,
Do you not revert back to your natural form
No,
when you
not
wake
till I'm
up?
dead. Not till I'm dead. I stick in whatever form I was last in.
So,
Oh, Doran.
a form of Bashaba, unconscious, an unconscious Bess, and a battered Six and Alistair fall once more. This time, you see beneath you green. It's a little dark, but trees and brush and leaves. And you fall through them, and you're crashing through, and there are sticks and things breaking, and you all fall to the ground. And we'll all take 4 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall. Everybody who needs to make a death saving throw fails 1 death save. And you fall to the ground.
How much damage is that last one?
That was just 4.
Okay.
And as you all land, and those of you still conscious, try to gain your bearings. You look around, and here is what you see.
So, looking back at me.
Immediately, you are surrounded. You are in some sort of cove, a gentle waterfall to your left, surrounded by very tall stone and woods and trees. A couple of rocks speckle the area of which you are in, and it is a lush, lush forest. It's beautiful. But Six and Alistair, battered and bruised and beaten, you catch your breath finally and look around, and you see an unconscious Bess and an unconscious Bashaba beside you.
Nancy.
Bess is no longer unconscious.
I thought you had that. Because in the most previous battle, I went down also.
And you came back up, right?
No, Alistair had to heal me. I don't think I have that.
Okay. You have it.
Oh,
let's
okay.
make sure let's do that. I have not been wearing it for sessions.
I thought you'd taken it back when we were at the...
As far as I was aware, Six, you were in possession of the ring, because I remember maybe last session or a couple sessions ago, I remember Clara specifically
Not
putting...
the ring.
Not the ring? What are you talking about? I'm sorry?
The periaptenic
Hey, necklace.
Oh,
Yeah.
the necklace. I don't remember who was wearing that.
Okay.
If we want to be well, okay, either way, either Six is wearing it and he puts it on Bess, or Bess is wearing it.
Either way.
Bess is now wearing it. And Bess, you are still unconscious, but Six, you are quite certain. You see the emerald in the centerpiece of the amulet glow dimly, and you see bluish pink arcane energy start to flow around her, and for just a split second you could have sworn you saw a woman's face gently smiling at her from above, and it vanishes into the air, and Bess begins breathing stably once more. You look over now, and Doran, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Once I get my bearings after he makes this throw, I'll help him.
A 10. I believe that is technically barely a success, yes? It's a 10 to 20 and 1 to 9.
I think so.
Yeah. So you have 1 failure, 1 success. You look over, Alistair and Six, and you see an unconscious Bashaba, or Lady of Doom, whatever you want. Nancy. What do you do?
Use rope to tie her up first.
Kingy.
Fuck her mouth. I'm kidding. Wait, what?
Okay. you quickly tie her up with some rope. Doran, I need you to make another death save. That's 2 failures, 1 success.
I'm gonna heal
Is it
him.
my turn again yet?
We're not in initiative.
Oh, I would like to use the heal spell in the ring to
Okay. The cure wounds?
Torin. Yes.
Okay, why don't you roll that for me quick? I believe it was was
was-
it a level 1 or a 2?
Level 1.
Okay, so
Oh,
1d. Oh.
Sorry, I was wrong.
Yeah, so level 1d8 plus whatever Bess would have had on it.
4.
4.
Oh, actually, with the level up, it's 5. Does that count?
No, you cast it when it was a
Okay.
4. So for an 8, so Doran, still in the form of quote unquote Nancy, you guys watch Nancy wake up, and Doran, you wake up and you're completely tied up, and Alistair
Yeah.
and Six are over you.
Now here's the thing. How tightly did you tie me?
Quite.
Probably tight enough to the point where you can't like run.
Well,
or
here's the
move.
thing. I can change my size. I want to
Oh,
know
yeah,
if I can make them loose by making myself skinnier.
You can make it looser.
I turn back to the door but skinny, and I go. I just try to start loosening the ropes away.
Yeah, you can
Also,
you can start wiggling out a bit.
Yeah, I would have been fine for one more. I just wanted to see.
Interesting.
I just start loosening.
You guys watch Nancy turn back to Doran. And he starts
Why would
wiggling
you,
out.
Doran? Why would you do that?
Honestly, I just wanted to see if I could like match her voice perfectly with the little I listened to it. And
Can
commit
you?
to. I should be able to, honestly. Let me see. With my feet actor. I should find out where the fuck that is.
Am I stable or am I conscious?
You are unconscious still, but you are stable.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry.
Did she talk for a minute?
What's that? Did she talk for a minute? She wasn't supposed to, but you guys kind of held her up long enough. I'll say yeah.
Cool, I can mimic her voice perfectly. With my actor feet, if I listen to anyone talk for a minute,
I know.
immediate.
I know.
Yep.
I knew exactly what I was saying when I said yes.
I immediately go into her voice and then go back to mine like, yep, I can. Do you think people worship her? Do you think I could pass off as a god?
I think certain people would worship her,
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
but I mean, never mind.
What do you mean?
None.
If you have something to say, you should say it. Right in your tongue never
Oh,
helps.
certain people seemed attracted to her.
I was.
So,
Best
So-
dead as I walk over and poke her.
You
That's
poke her,
not
and
it.
she's breathing shallowly but stably.
I don't have anything to heal.
I used the heal spell on you.
Yay!
Why would you do that?
Because she had already stabilized and you were dying.
Aren't there 2 in there? There's 2 healing spells in there.
Oh yeah.
Are there?
Let me check my notes.
Yeah, check the messages you
I have
sent.
notes too. Yeah. Let me see.
Either way, I will cast a Cure Wounds on her.
Thank you.
I immediately just counterspell it.
Oh, nope. Looking at the last message from Bess, 6, you were right. Or Jason, you were right. It was a level 2 Cure Wounds, but it was the only spell in there. So I'll roll another d8 to add to Doran's health.
All right.
The other is a level 2 Enhance Ability and a level 1 Command.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, Clara doesn't know what she's doing.
Oh,
So-
it's all, no worries.
So, Doran, you can add another 6 to your health, but there is no other healing in that ring. Oh, Alistair will cure wounds her, though. So,
Yeah, I Cure Wounds best.
Bess a bit less
Thank you.
abruptly as she was stable. Her eyes flutter a little bit and they open up, and you see Alistair hovering over you gently. He had touched your shoulder with his hand, and you recognize the energy of cure wounds on you. And you feel fucking awful. Doran, you do as well. Actually, all of you probably feel fucking awful.
Yeah, but I look fine. You couldn't tell I was hurt.
Let it be known that Alistair only touches people to cure wounds when they're his friends. Otherwise, he uses the tip of his cane and just puts it on them.
He
Nice.
still does that with me.
I think we have actually seen Alistair cure wounds other people, like in the church, so they would know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to walk over to the water and splash a little bit on my face.
It is the
Oh, it's
cleanest
burned.
water you have felt perhaps your entire life.
I just splash a little bit on my face.
Pretty clean.
and then spit some blood onto the floor next to the pool. Guys, I'm perfectly fine. The blood's on the inside. That's where it's supposed to be as I walk away
Well, that makes
From
one
the-
of us.
from the pool of water.
Uh,
If I knew how to heal people, I would definitely think about healing you.
I think it might be a good idea if we just take a good old vacation in this spot right here.
Do we know where we are?
Not a
No
chance.
idea, Bess.
Well, I can make a mansion. I pull up
What
the
was written
scroll.
on the paper? Oh no, never mind. Never mind.
We're
Doesn't
not
matter.
where we were supposed to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you had written Shine Bright Manor.
But it's,
Okay.
what time of day is it? As I look directly at the sun.
You look directly up. Well, you look directly up, and you're not. I mean, I guess if you're looking directly, it would be more just like,
I'm
30
still
degrees
looking
up.
directly at
It
the
is
sun.
the sun. You probably got an hour left before sunset.
I look down. My eyes now a little bit more red. I have that scroll that makes a mansion. Much like that one guy who traveled with us. What was his name?
Dang.
Soup Spoon?
Soups.
If you use the scroll, is it gone for good?
Yes.
Well, if you're willing to do that, I'm sure we
Well,
could.
I can't learn
all
magic
use
that
the
way.
rest. Is there anyone else that can?
Oh.
I mean, is it?
Okay, hold on. Actually, important point. I have actually realizing that there is nobody that rules by as written can learn spells this way. I think that's super fucking lame. So I had actually written some kind of homebrewy stuff for this that would allow you guys, if you wanted to put the time and effort into it, to permanently use the scrolls like a wizard would. I will pull those up, but basically for now, all you need to know is that any one of you could potentially learn a spell from a scroll with enough time and effort, but the more intelligent and more
Mystical.
affluent you are, the easier it will be. So you guys, you would know, for 6, it would be fucking rough just to learn a cantrip. But for someone like Bess, probably not very hard, even though she's not technically a wizard. I'm saying for the sake of this campaign, the wizard only thing is kind of dumb, so.
I mean, the only reason it exists is it's the only thing that gives. It's a wizard. It's a benefit to being a wizard.
Yeah, but since we have no wizards, there's
Anymore.
anymore. Yeah, you guys,
Yeah, but I
you
think-
guys
wait,
could
wait.
learn them eventually.
If Zelfer comes back, does that rule get taken off the table?
No, but it might become even harder for other people to
Okay.
learn them.
With that knowledge, Doran would have never known anything about that because all his magic's in his blood, so he would think he can't learn it that way.
Bess, I would say you might be the only one who knows that with enough time and effort, anybody with any sort of arcane abilities at all could learn a spell from a scroll.
With time, what he said.
Oh, hold on. With my cantrip that you gave me, the custom made one, the scan one,
Yes.
would that play into this at all? In knowing?
Um,
Because I kind of taught myself that.
and just knowing about what I just mentioned.
Yeah.
Uh.
The teaching yourself a cantrip.
Oh yeah, just because you kind of created. Yeah, you would know that like the rules of arcane energies are more like guidelines than rules. Like you would know anyone probably could.
Gotcha.
Well, if we want to, I can make a mansion that has up to 50 cubes. Each cube is going to be about 10 feet on each side.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I also forgot to change rhythm, so I'm changing that now. Because you
And we
guys
have,
are in a very lively forest.
So if we would like to go and stay, it's going to last about 24 hours.
I think we could all use a good rest.
I'm in a
I'm gonna
world
think
of
for-
hurt, and honestly, I don't think it would be a bad idea.
Also, there's 100 servants in there. They're nearly invisible, but they exist. Cool. I'm going to pull out the scroll and walk up to here. This is a wall, right?
Yeah, those are like 20-foot tall walls of stone.
Magic, magic, magic. And I'm going
We
to
each
cast.
we each get like 25 servants for a day.
I'm going to cast Mordekainen's Magnificent Mansion off the scroll on my inventory.
Okay.
Which I don't have the spell typed up because why would I?
What level is that spell?
It's a level 7 spell.
Okay, so it is it is outside of your arcane range right now. So
Correct.
you do technically need to make a check to cast it properly.
Can I help him?
I would allow it.
Magnificent mansion.
I would allow it.
I'm gonna help them.
Though in combat, you would both need to use your actions for that, but like you were not in combat. Yeah,
Arcana
I'll
check.
allow it. So yeah, if you would please make for me an Arcana check with advantage, or you could give it to Bess. Up to you.
I just casted. I just rolled
17. What's the level spell? Was it again?
7.
All right. So Doran, you walk over to one of the walls, and you lift up the scroll. Bess comes over and is like, "Oh, actually, hold on. Let me see." And you guys look at it together, and for a moment, you study it, and she helps you with some of the things some of the runes and arcane language that you wouldn't understand. And you hold it up, and after a couple of minutes of figuring out with Bess, you pronounce it and use it as best you can. And for a split second, nothing happens. You're looking around, and you're like, "Ah, fuck." And then the scroll begins to fade away to nothing. Until it is nothing but a blank sheet of parchment. And there's disappointment for a moment, thinking it didn't work, when suddenly a massive mansion sprouts from the ground.
Oh,
Does this mansion have fountains?
I just make a door.
Sure does now.
It's extra dimensional, so I just make a door. And we
Is
open
there
up the
a
door.
chance
Oh,
Fif-
Pitch maze.
it's just a door.
Yep, and it just makes a door.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's not like the tower spell. Okay, so a massive,
No, it's all dimensional.
awesome. So a massive
5 foot wide
two.
and 10 foot tall.
Yeah, a massive double door, ornate, like dark oak wood, carved and beautifully designed, appears up against the stone wall.
I snap and it should open. I
It
can command it
certainly
to open.
opens, and inside you see beautiful fountains sprouting and a lovely, a lovely granite-floored, large pillared main hall. And you can see there's an upper level. Like imagine a granite. You know the scene of the famous chandelier stairs room in the Titanic, where there are the two stairs on either end of the room going up, and there's a second floor we can go elsewhere. It looks like that, but larger and more ornate. And granite, white granite, it's beautiful. It looks like an ancient Greek palace.
And given I can make 50 cubes that are each 10 by 10, I just made 50 cubes that are 10 by 10
Yeah.
for all the rooms in here. So there are 51 rooms counting the foyer. I would like the 100 servants to be standing 50 by 50,
Mhm.
like on each side. Like first 25 on both sides are very similar to Nancy, but a little less evil looking. Then the next 25 are about more muscular and attractive men.
Okay, sure.
Also, there is a 9. I believe. Let me see. There is a 9-course buffet.
Yep. Yeah, as
For
the
100
doors
people.
open, you guys also smell whatever your favorite food is. That is the smell you're receiving, and it is wafting through the doors like a
Jeez.
cartoon coming toward you and entering your nose and pulling you in.
I would like to walk in.
And basically, whatever Doran wants this place to look like, that's what it is.
There is.
So if you want, if you want to go back, Blake, and just completely dismiss the way I described it, go right ahead.
I like the entrance. I would like to walk in. You
Yeah.
guys come in.
Please. Yeah.
You 10. Please get us two bottles of wine and 1 bottle of ale.
10 of the servants start moving and moving into another room and come back with that within moments.
You 10. Carry me to the table.
10 of them surround Doran and lift him up gently and start carrying him into apparently a dining room.
The whole time this is going on, Alistair's sitting there with his unseen servant and his notebook, and he's having the servant poke him all over, and he's documenting how each pain feels in each place.
Sure.
Do you come in?
Eventually.
Okay. Once everyone's in, I shut the door and it's now invisible from now.
I tentatively, my apologies, ask one of the servants if they would mind pouring the ale into my mouth. Is that how this works?
The U-25 are mine. I point out the 25 that look like Nancy. The 25 that are attractive men are Alistair's. The other 25 attractive men are 6's. and the other 25 that look like Lancey are best.
Yes, 6. If you command 20, so he says so 6. You ask for this command, nothing happens. And Doran then distributes 25 servants to each, and 25 look at you now.
They all the males have top hats that are about 18 inches tall.
But yes, we'll say you ask again, and yes, they will gladly pour it.
Directly into his mouth.
Hey, Doran, how many times can you cast this?
Oh, it's gone. We have 24 hours. How?
You have 24 hours. Basically, the next 24 hours in game is going to be the most pampered, nice experience in a lovely mansion with 25 servants each. All the food you could ever ask for, all the alcohol you could ever ask for, of whatever kind, anything you want, but for 24 hours. And that's it.
There's enough food to feed up to 100 people. So
yeah. You want a spa room? There's a spa room. You want a massage parlor? It's there now. Like whatever you want, Doran can make it happen.
I can.
Yes.
Massage my feet.
You guys want a perfect D&D space to play D&D and D&D? You got it.
I would have them start to mend my broken clothes, like all the rips and tears. I want them to start mending it and sewing.
Yep, certainly. If you
And
guys
washing
wanted
my
all your
hair.
clothes to be perfectly repaired, can happen.
I would like to make sure that Bess is seen to, her wounds are cleaned, and all of that good stuff before I start downing food like a madman.
I'm already eating.
Yeah, he has been carried to the table and gently set down at a very lovely cushioned seat, and he is just chowing down on whatever he wants.
I want it to be noted that Doran has not picked up any food. There is a servant feeding him and giving him beverage, as they are not real. So Doran does not feel the need to he's not mean to them. Like he's actually very nice. Like he's complimenting.
You're treating them like virtual, like I would treat my Alexa, my wiretap in the living room.
Very
like,
nice.
I'm not gonna be mean to it, but it's not real.
Yeah, like Doran knows that these things are gonna fade in 24 hours and have no memory of they're not gonna exist. So he's definitely abusing it.
Hell yeah.
Well, 6 will definitely take advantage. He's not going to request anything too odd or anything like that. But, some ale over the next few hours. And
Finest ale you've ever had. Yeah.
I have a question for the DM.
Go ahead.
Are these like unseen servants?
Sort of, but you can see them because Doran chose that.
They are near translucent.
Can
According
you
to
fuck
the
a
spell.
servant?
I would say technically yes, because they can.
I'm not. I just throw the question out there.
Yeah, I would say because they
Could
can
you?
perform
That's
tasks such as giving you massages or feeding you food or cook like whatever, and
'Cause they have a
repairing your
physical
clothes.
form.
Here's the thing: they don't have any materials. If Doran, you would know. Bess and Doran would know from casting the spell. If they were to use any materials from that they created in the mansion to patch their clothes up, those patches would disappear as soon as the mansion did. But they can
Gotcha.
what is left of your clothes, they can fix it up as best they can,
Yeah.
and sew any tears together.
And if they leave the mansion, they
But
cease
given
to-
all these physical things they can do, I would say technically, sure, you probably could fuck one of them.
That's a really good spell for a bard.
at one point,
instant
I
brothel.
Yeah.
would look at 6 and go, "Do we want
Line
to
up.
have?
10 gold each.
Why would you pay them?"
24 hours only.
Oh,
Can you
you
imagine
have
being a
other
traveling
things.
bard,
Maybe-
like a traveling wizard or bard or whoever who has
Traveling
his,
brothel.
yeah, you're the famous traveling brothel.
Do you know who gets this spell? Alistair and Zelfer.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Wizards and bards can have this spell only.
No, I'm on the bard spell list. Oh yeah, I can. Yeah.
Eventually, yeah,
You
you
called
could
it-
you
you
could
called it
start your
something else
own
and it didn't
traveling
even
brothel
register.
business. Right. So, if there's anything else you guys would like specifically like to have happen in here over the next 24 hours,
I would
Feel
like
free,
to
but-
challenge 6 to a piggyback ride race on servants. Because he is at a
I'm in.
disadvantage. Because he's not
I'm in.
using his speed.
I would like to know who wins at this point. So DM,
sure. Why don't both of you, no modifiers, roll a d20? The higher one wins.
Alright. That sounds good to me.
While this is happening, I do want to talk to Bass.
Oh,
Ooh,
baby!
strong start.
Oh,
All right.
pathetic.
Perhaps by sheer luck, or perhaps by nature of Doran actually being in control of them. As you guys piggyback ride through several of the rooms, passing by Alistair and Bess, who are talking at one point, Doran does eventually take the lead and win in this invisible, semi-translucent race.
You got me this time, Doran.
It's the only time I will ever get you in any race.
But as Doran and Six pass you on these translucent servants wearing ridiculous top hats, Alistair, you do catch Bess out. Bess, what is Bess doing to relax right now, other than yelling at her cat?
Do you hear her digging in the cupboards?
No.
I was digging in your cupboards.
Oh, it feels weird to think that you're not in the same house.
Oh,
I was like,
uh-oh.
how did she get into the cupboards? And I'm like, oh wait.
I didn't hear what you said, Holden. I'm sorry. I was busy listening to the cat making a mess.
Sorry, my stream just crashed.
also
Basically,
didn't do-
Alistair caught you while
Yeah.
Six and Doran were having a piggyback
perfect
ride in the
bridge.
servants.
I was just
Gotcha.
curious what
Holden,
Bess would
did
be
you want
doing.
did you want to wait for your stream to be back up, or?
No, go ahead. I'm still recording either way, and I just restarted the stream, and it seems fine.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm assuming Bess would be eating as much food as possible because she's probably never seen real good food before.
Yeah, it's whatever you want.
So, Bess, you have sending, correct? Or message? What? I don't know the name of the spell that you have to talk to people from a distance.
I can talk to people from a distance.
Yeah, I don't know the name of the spell. Can you cast that now? Do you have enough magical energy left? Is that something characters would say to each other, or is that meta?
I mean, you would say something more like, "Do you have enough arcane energy left within you?" or something like that. But yeah. Do you have
Sorry,
enough?
I'm
You could say
looking.
something like, "Do you have enough arcane energy left in you to cast a tier 2 spell?" Or I don't know. Like that's fine.
Can
Gotcha.
you cast the spell?
Yes, I can. I can do that.
You should probably tell. I can't remember if we're on this mission because of the New Republic or because of the Cloaked Rangers. It is
It
completely
wasn't
slipping my mind.
really a mission. It was Durethil being like, "This is cool. Go do it."
That's
right.
right. You should probably tell Durthil that we don't know where we are.
You know, I actually have something else that might be able to help with that. I would like to cast a 6th level spell, which is called, where is it? Where's my 6th level spell? Come here. Find the Path.
Oh, I almost got that one.
Okay.
It's a concentration spell. The spell allows you to find the shortest, most direct physical route to a specific fixed location that you are familiar with on the same plane of existence. For the duration, as long as you are on the same plane of existence as the destination, you will know how far it is and what direction it lies.
Okay. So you cast this spell, and you know that the straightest path leads you about 50 feet away to the door because you're in another dimension.
It's a concentration spell. I'd like to walk out the door.
She can't without asking me to open it. Because I'm in charge of the spell, only I can.
Doran!
Oh, carry me, Bess!
Can you please open the door for just a minute?
I would like to stroll in like the golden robot in Futurama.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Someone
you mean you
feeding
carry it on like a
me
little
grapes.
table?
With someone feeding me grapes? Yes, Bess.
I need to go outside for a minute. I want to find out where we are.
The door opens.
I'll walk out the door.
Hedonism bot.
Oh my god.
I look at Alice. I always knew I was meant to be royalty. It just feels so right.
Okay, so you walk out the door, and you're going to look at the spell now. So you know the distance?
Yeah, and the direction.
Okay. You know for sure it is taking you, the path will take you southwest, a little more west than south. And it is going to be, but do you know the distance? I'm sorry?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Holden
Oh
doesn't.
boy, I actually don't. I have to figure this out quick.
Fuck you.
So actually, wait, I can do this. So if I look at Direwood and
This
use
is why I was
that
telling you
map.
the other day you need to create a scale.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I should have by now. Let me just, if Direwood is approximately from corner to corner of the map, about 50 miles across from the forest.
He's gonna
there to
say
there,
something wild like 5,000. I'm not ready.
then you would know that Direwood, or I'm assuming you're looking specifically at Shine Bright Manor. You would know that it is about 200 to 200. I'm gonna say 220 miles.
We were a ways away.
I would go back inside and relay that quietly to Alistair.
The second she's back inside. Door.
We are 220 miles. Right now we are northeast of Shine Bright.
Is that anywhere near where what's his name went?
What?
Zelfer?
Zelfer, yeah. Is that did he head to the northeast?
What?
You guys know
towns
he
do we
headed
know of in this
pretty
area?
directly north toward
Oh.
Ustaria.
Okay.
You guys would know from traveling in this direction that Priest is almost directly east of Direwood. So you must be, and it's that distance kind of matches up. You must be somewhat close to Priest, a lot closer to Priest than Direwood.
Well, I would not mind stopping by Priest. I'd have a magical item on order there.
I have a place we can stay in, Priest, if we do go there.
Oh, they like us there.
They like me too, but probably for different reasons.
I've only seen it from the ground.
Well, we should probably change that in the morning, huh?
I look around at the very gorgeous area. Yes, I suppose. Also, for you guys, I have a new strategy when we're in combat.
Oh, good.
When I say scatter, you have to be willing for me to cast a spell on you.
Bess has flashbacks to Zelfer yelling at her to scatter and getting her chased by a guard.
In Priest.
I have obtained a spell that will allow me to teleport up to 5 people 120 feet away. I can pick the location. So, if we want to rush into combat, I can send you 3, boom. Or if we're running away from combat, I can send you 3 elsewhere.
That it terrifies me that you have that power, but I will go along with it.
But I cannot go with in these teleportations.
I see.
I have my own teleportations. If you haven't noticed, I do teleport a lot.
Can you teleport us to
Right off
Direwood?
first, with reckless abandon.
Are you within 120 feet of Direwood?
No.
Then no. I can make
Wait,
you
how
invisible and
many
you
feet
can...
away is that?
Don't answer that question.
That's too many.
220 miles to feet is 1.162 E plus 6 feet. That is 1,161,600 feet.
So
That's
no.
my favorite number.
No.
So 1.16 million feet.
So now 6. If you want to, we can give you quick engage. I can only do it once, but also I can target enemies, but they can fight back.
Oh, you know what? We're in this mansion. Beth's gonna take a bath.
Absolutely, it is the most ornate
Yeah,
and
that's what
wonderful
Alistair was
smelling
gonna
bath. It is like the waters are perfumed and bubbly and just the right temperature. It is a fantastic bath.
Now, Doran's not going to take a bath. He's going to be bathed. There's complete difference because I'm not cleaning myself.
Yeah. In another room, Doran lays down in also a lovely white ornate tub, and with the perfumed waters and bubbles. Except while Bess is cleaning herself like a dignified individual, Doran is just like arms out, just and getting scrubbed all over.
Be clean.
And they like flip me over and
Scrubby
getting a little like head massage with the soap. Like,
Okay, but Alistair might do the same thing for the head massage.
yeah.
Because Isaac knows how good a head massage is.
This is the truth.
But
Right.
I do. The entire 24 hours that we spend in here, Doran rarely puts his feet on the ground or does anything for himself.
Yeah.
He is abusing the fuck out of the ability not to do anything.
For this 24 hours, I'm gonna bathe, and then hope. I don't know if I can make the rooms different. Hope to look for and find a study room or like a room that's very comfortable for reading or
You'd have to ask.
transcribing.
You ask
Yeah.
Doran, it'll happen.
I would ask Doran then, and it'll happen. So
Yeah.
Of course, I'd like to include like a decent skylight and a bay window. So
Yeah,
it's
and
really...
if you look up, it'll look like a wonderful night sky full of stars or something.
nice. I'm gonna take time to read those books I grabbed.
I
Okay.
give him a thumbs up. However, when you come to get me, I am laying down with two people using big leaves to fan me. You have a request of me.
Oh,
Perhaps
man.
a big. I kind of stop and I just look at him, just like, what the fuck.
There's a bear rug and a little fireplace in the background. A huge painting of me above the fireplace.
Can I get a study room, Doran?
Of course, it's done.
Thanks.
I figure you slowly backing out, just slowly shutting the door.
Okay. So Isaac, you are using this time to use those books to do what we discussed earlier.
Yes, for at least one.
Okay. Which one are you reading?
I'm gonna read. Let me pull it up.
And what spell are you swapping? What you doing?
I was going to read Shilbin's The Perversions of the Mind.
Okay.
Whoa, that sounds hot.
Oh, it is.
So, and what spells were you wanting to swap?
I did not get that far yet. I didn't know this was gonna happen this soon.
Yes. So I'm going to tell you right now. You can read. This is the only book. These are thick books. You can read this entire book, since you're in such a perfect environment, in such a, and you have time. You can read this book, and you can swap out one of your spells for another spell. And we will reflavor that spell however you like to match this book, or you can take a buff that I am sending you now.
Via Discord.
Sure, I'll do Discord.
A dude just walked by the front of our house wearing a bucket hat and a baseball cap on top of the bucket hat.
Hell
Doesn't make you
yeah.
feel happy?
Well, he has to stay stylish in the pandemic.
So I can take one or the other.
You can take that, or you can swap the spell.
Oh fuck. That's really good. Hold on. I have to check something.
Yeah, go ahead. Figure out what you're gonna do. Either is fine. As for is there anything else anybody else would like to do other than just have the most relaxing 24 hours of your character's life?
Every three rooms that Six enters, there's a room filled with mirrors. Only 6.
Thanks, Doran. Do I notice any motion behind those mirrors?
Hold on.
Yes.
Okay, when you have a second, can you take me to Secret Secrets?
While everybody else is
After-
figuring out what they want to do, we'll take you right now.
Because
actually.
I can type it, but then my face is gonna be like in the camera.
It's
and I
okay.
don't know.
It's okay. I will move us over. What you thinking, buddy?
Okay, are we talking about like how much force a dung beetle could exert via if it were human weight?
No, basically, what I'm. That's just the
Or
description.
I can just like tiddlywink push things around.
Basically, you have very weak telekinetic abilities.
Fuck. Because if you were like enough force of a dung beetle, and I looked up how much force does a dung beetle have, and it's like the equivalent if it was a human size, lifting 6 full double-decker buses.
No. It literally, you can telekinetically control things like dice, pencils. Yeah, like
Okay.
as exampled, like anything small, anything like very weak telekinesis.
Gotcha. Okay, that's all.
Okay.
I'm still looking into these, so hold on.
Okay.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't get that.
He's a little bit confident in himself. He might have a bit of an ego.
I totally did not get that vibe. at all.
Yeah, that Jason guy.
Oh, we're talking about Doran.
Oh.
Because she asked if there's any mirrors elsewhere. There's at least 3 mirrors in every room Doran's in.
I hate
Because
you.
he
I
likes,
hate you
he
so
likes
much.
to look at himself.
You are the fucking worst.
Doran likes to see himself. Why? The first thing he did after almost dying was go to a clear pond and look at himself and splash his face. That was the very first thing he did in a near-death experience. Is to go, oh yes, I'm Doran. His inner monologue is a shit show.
Yeah. Just
You guys are like Sean and Gus.
as a little funny meta thing, while we're like kind of in downtown time in game, downtown in game, I told Clara because she was really worried. She was like, "Do I need to have a second character ready? Because my Bess is on really
You
low
told
health."
me that I needed to be worried, okay?
I told her there was a slim chance that enough damage, based on the roll, there was a slim chance enough damage could be dealt that Bess would outright die.
You
You
told all
freaked
of
me
them.
out, man.
Did I tell all of you that?
You told me.
Yeah,
I
there was.
will admit to you that hanging out with Eden and Austin last night, Austin did give me a little bit of insight into that, but I did not let it
Oh.
affect my choices.
Interesting. That's funny.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, Holden gave us the little bit of a meta knowledge that we're fucked. And he goes, oh, are you guys at the place with the book? And I'm like, yeah. He goes, you guys are fucked. I was like,
46. Yeah.
oh.
I will tell you, you did not get a great roll. And I'll also tell you, part of the reason I felt so unprepared for this session is because there were 5 different places you could have been teleported. And, no, 6. And for 4 of them, I had to completely, because I really wanted the roll to matter. And, yeah, so I only got to prepare a little bit for each one. But anyway, moving on. You're all in the...
Yeah, that
you're-
was, he goes, there's no good outcome.
Nope, there really
And
wasn't.
I was like, oh, good, thanks.
Yeah, there was a chance. I think everyone except for Alistair, who had the most health, there was a chance that if the dice roll was bad enough, everyone could have died outright, except for Alistair.
Really?
Yep.
Even me? With
Yeah.
Like, you mean outright, like double my health?
Yeah.
I thought I had the most health. I have 90.
At the time.
Oh, yeah, at the time, because you were going in with quite low.
Yes, but wouldn't you need to still do double my max health?
No, I would
Insta
just,
kill me?
I would have to do whatever damage to bring you down to 0 plus 90.
Yeah. Okay.
I could be wrong, but I think Alistair was the only one that if I did max damage on the worst possible roll, he's the only one that would have survived.
I have 2 backup characters, neither ones you would like.
Yeah,
And the one
okay.
I'm going to go with, you're not going to like.
I, for the first time, do not have a backup character, so I should maybe think about possibly getting one a little bit.
So,
Yeah, but Isaac knows the voice of my backup character, and he doesn't.
I hate it.
Isaac,
I hate you.
Isaac, I would like for you to decide what you're doing with that book. Which option you're
Oh,
doing
I'm
with
gonna
before.
switch the spells.
Okay, what are you switching?
I,
Okay, figure that out. What's everybody else doing for the remainder of this time? Just the time of your lives? Just living it up. Okay.
I'm gonna start a food
Something
fight.
60s. Ooh.
Best you can absolutely start a food fight. And if you
I'll start a food fight
if
with
you-
with Doran and Six.
okay, nope, I got it.
The
Okay,
second food touches me, 10 of my servants are throwing food, and the other 15 are cleaning me.
So for a minute, the dining hall is just a fucking wreck with food everywhere. It smells amazing, but it's yeah.
I eventually go, Best. Be careful, Best. There's only enough food for 100 people, and 6 has eaten enough for at least 30.
I'm not,
Zing.
What do you say? What did you say, 6?
I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah.
This six
All of
might-
you will gain a COVID-19 during this.
Your Twitch stream just got sniped. You are now TOS'd.
Yeah, he said the C word. All right, Isaac, you said you decided?
I thought I did, and then I realized I fucked up which spell I was swapping.
Okay, so the next day you all get a fantastic. You can sleep in whatever kind of bed, just the right amount of soft or firmness to it, just the right amount of give. It is the after a day of absolute pampering and some fun, after the nightmare you just went through underground, and the best food you've ever had. You get one of the best rests you've ever had, and you all sleep in luxuriously. And wake up, and Doran, once everybody wakes up, you would know. After you guys, I assume, would all like to sleep in. We'll say, you cast the spell shortly before sunset. You have probably about 6 hours left of this mansion once everybody has fully rested. You may all take a full rest, a long rest.
Oh, actually, am I still allowed to have synaptic static?
The one that was taken out?
Yeah.
I would say yes, but I'm probably going to debuff it a little.
Okay, instead of debuffing it, are you okay with me switching that?
You can switch it, but I'll debuff it a little. That's
Well, no, I mean switch by 5th level.
yeah. If you take
Okay.
that, it's going to be debuffed a little. You
That's fine.
absolutely can. And then
No,
we'll
no, no.
flavor
I
it
mean,
to-
I have synaptic static currently.
Oh,
I'm looking to switch it out and get a new.
Right. No. Yeah, no, then yeah, you can switch it out with whatever.
Okay, cool.
I misunderstood.
Then.
there
I wish I
anything-
knew this was gonna
yeah.
happen so soon.
Yeah, is there anything you guys would like to do with your remaining 6 hours in the mansion? While Alistair contemplates his arcane abilities?
Take another bath.
You may absolutely take another bath.
Have some more food.
Have the heartiest breakfast of your life.
Hey, eggs. I have eggs and
He has eggs. Oh.
Doran cries a little bit at the beginning of when waking up, knowing he's running out of time.
And several servants immediately come over with napkins or tissues and dab
Yeah.
your tears.
You guys can hear, I'm gonna have to going back to being a normal person. I'm gonna have to walk for myself. Fucking blasphemy.
Okay, I'm switching out synaptic static for mislead,
For mislead. Okay.
and then eventually I do know what my second spell is, which I'll be when that time comes.
Yeah, when you read another book if you want to use it in that way. Oh,
Cool.
actually, we don't need to change this at all. It totally kind of matches the book.
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we don't have to switch it. We don't need to reflavor at all. Yeah, cool. Switch. Perfect.
Cool.
But the book is used. Its arcane properties removed.
So it's just a good book now.
Yeah, now it's just an interesting book.
Gotta do the cooking by the book.
Okay.
The only part of that song that I like is when Little John comes in.
Yeah.
Break it down, bitch.
What?
At least you back it up. Bring that ass down low, tear a motherfucker up.
All right. So once Alistair, he eventually leaves his study, well rested, newfound knowledge. You all have 5 or 6
You're
more
gonna have
after
to deal
breakfast.
with
You
my
all have
ugly
another
face
5
for a
hours of the mansion. Are y'all just gonna relax until it time's up?
Doran is gonna open up his disguise kit
Uh-huh.
and do his makeup. A little bit of eyeshadow, a little bit of blush.
Sure. You look fantastic.
Bess will watch intently.
Doran knows what he's doing, so he's like making his eyelashes. Blake doesn't know anything about makeup, but Doran knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and it's funny. And Six kind of just passes by and looks over and goes, "Can't you just do that on command?" Whatever, and then moves on.
He stops. It's the spirit of it. Ugh.
Yeah, it's the spirit of it. Duh.
Would you like me to do yours?
My apologies. I'm okay. I walk.
I was talking to you.
Oh.
Bess, can I braid your hair?
What?
Can I braid your hair?
Yeah.
I will spend.
What? Did a demon just enter the chat? What was that?
Oh, I unplugged my headset and replugged it.
That made a
Ah.
horrifying now.
For some reason, when I moved my
Soined? What
computer,
sound?
everything got quiet.
An incredible noise.
No, what we heard was.
I would spend some time braiding Bess's hair and doing her makeup.
Okay, just for fun,
Thank you.
roll. What's your? Hold on, because you would be quite adept in this.
I would.
I almost
no.
want to say, that's not good. No, I wanna pick.
I'm not good with a lot of facts.
Because of the way you use this, the reason you use makeup and such and things like this, I'm going to allow you to roll it with deception. Because
Can I
that's
have my servants help?
roll it with deception with advantage. But
Oh,
only
wow.
because of the way you typically would use makeup. Okay, still
I
okay,
didn't
a
roll high
14.
for
Okay.
my ability, I rolled a 6. plus
But you
8.
also have access to like some of the best makeups that or makeup products that you could get in this world.
To makeups.
makeups. Bess, once he's finished, Bess doesn't wear makeup. She's never really had that. So it's pretty fine. It's not amazing, but it's pretty fine. But it's best as far as you know. This is the best you've ever felt. You look fantastic. You're a glimmering
I'm the
beacon
shit.
of beauty.
I'm gonna strut
Something.
around like I'm the shit.
I think the word I'm looking for. Can I give her wings? Is that a thing?
Yeah, you can give her wings.
Yeah.
With a 14, she got wings.
All right, let me ask a question here. We're in a time and a place where I'm assuming there's not a lot of ladies getting all dolled up all the time like that.
Correct.
I mean, obviously, I'm used to beauty and whatnot, and I have my own opinions. Is makeup good for me? Am I impressed by the makeup, or is it weird because she like put chalk on her face and has
Yes.
like
Yes, it is weird, but also it is very much a status symbol, and it is like it has the same effect that makeup does now. Like she still looks beautiful, but it's more like it would be like that's kind of weird, but wow, that looks good, and also like she just looks like she belongs in a palace. Like it's more
Okay.
a status thing than anything.
very nice? You
Which
Look
leads you to think, why the fuck does Doran know so much about palaces?
I didn't hear what Jason was saying. I'm sorry.
I said you look gorgeous.
Thank you.
She always does. You just miss it.
Oh,
As Doran walks away, snapping his fingers. he
Dorn
opens
does
the
the
door.
little ooh, walks away.
Oh my god. He's the
Leaving
sassy.
I turn to Bess and I say, I've never missed it. I'm too fast. And then I sprint away.
I would like it to be said that this is the third room he's entering, so as he sprints away, he's in a room full of mirrors. You just hear, damn it!
Right. You all enjoy another luxurious 5 hours of luxury, luxurious luxury. And the time
Wouldn't want
comes.
any other kind.
Doran, eventually, as you guys are all the rest of you, other than Doran, you know, like it's gotta end soon, right? Doran's like, all right, about half an hour left.
Oh, I wouldn't tell anyone. 'Cause,
You're not gonna tell anyone?
It just pops us out to the next to the entrance, so I'm not telling anyone.
Okay.
Well,
So,
Doran-
I have to go outside before it ends.
well, you could approach Doran and ask how long is left, but
Well, no, I'm gonna go up to Doran and be like, "Hey, can I go outside?"
Outside, or a room that looks like outside.
Outside.
Damn, I was gonna make you a snowy wonderland.
I hate snow.
I was clapping the doors open. You're hard to please. Next
But
time, I'm gonna make you
it
end
was-
up in a desert.
It was one dislike. I'd rather
Uh,
take a desert than snow.
Why? Why do you hate snow?
It's disgusting.
It's water.
In an improper form. Let me outside.
I opened the door. I just look at you very confused.
sure. So, Alistair, you step out eventually.
No.
And Doran, you know in your head, by the time he asks you, like, you probably got like 45 minutes left.
I just door. Honestly, I'm shutting the door.
Okay.
It's going to vanish. You won't see it again.
Okay.
Love you, bye, and I shut the door. And then I just do not tell anyone the time's ticking down.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
45 minutes. We all just.
Doran, you just enjoy one last little bit of luxury, being
I want
pampered.
them to carry me through all 50 rooms.
Yep, you
I'm
just
doing
enjoy
Tai Chi
looking at all
by
the rooms.
the water.
Okay, Alistair's out there looking sick as fuck doing Tai Chi in a little cove. And eventually, 6, you're like in the middle of having second lunch, and Bess, you're just luxuriously in like fine robes.
She's
just
gonna be
lying-
on her stilts.
Yeah, on your stilts, just exploring this magnificent place.
God damn it.
All of a sudden, the entire place vanishes. Yep, exactly. All 3 of you pop out.
Doran's just sitting there really sad.
Bess, make a dex saving throw to try to land on your stilts properly.
Face
Uh.
plants.
Okay, she does not faceplant. Bess, you get caught off guard by the sudden change in scenery, but you're able to like stabilize. Whoa. And you look around and you're back in the trees and the stone and with the gentle waterfall just to your west, and the sound of birds and various wildlife chittering around you. and the door is gone.
I want to see if there's a secret hideaway behind the waterfall.
Good
Is
idea.
there any way I could climb over there?
Sure, you could go over to the waterfall.
Cool. Can I'm gonna do that.
Are you
then.
gonna like wade through it with your stilts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Are they waterproof?
Yeah,
Or wood,
If they're stilts, they probably would.
they sure are.
Maybe I should take them off.
Or you shouldn't.
I don't want to fall and drown.
As you say this, Six goes running across the top of the water.
Yeah. Okay. Are you running through the waterfall or up it?
He's going to put his hands out and, oh, that's a good question. Obviously there's nothing behind it if I can run up it, right? So I'll run up it.
Well, if you can run up even if there's something behind it, you can run up the water because monk bullshit.
Oh, that's true. I would try to run through it, honestly. Put the hands out and try not to run smack into a stone wall.
Okay, because of the way this works. So basically, you watch Six dart across it with his hands. He puts his hands out just as he passes through the waterfall, and you catch yourself on stone, and you do start to sink into the water a bit. Then you did, yeah. You guys watch this. There's just like the tiny pitter patter of him going across the water, and then as he goes and jumps into the water behind the waterfall. There is nothing back there.
I surface and yell, nothing back here!
That's too bad. Maybe next time.
I swim back.
Sure.
Alright. Well, which way to Priest?
I point directly up.
That's not right.
Okay.
I'm technically right in some sense.
Priest was directly east of Direwood? Of Shinebright?
Yes.
I
Best
think, yeah. Holden?
Yes.
Holdini full.
Yes.
Holden,
Yes. Hello. Yes.
Oh, am I
Is
feeding you
Priest-
that?
is Priest directly east of Direwood?
Yes. I said
Okay.
I said yes like 6 times. I guess it just wasn't picking me up.
We didn't hear
Oh,
you
weird.
at all.
Slippery.
Okay.
Okay, so to get to Priest, which was east of there, right? Oh, fuck. Where's my notes?
To your left.
The birds.
I can't brain right now. I'm running on 3 hours of sleep. Help me out here, Holden.
What do you? Okay, so you're trying to figure out how to get to Priest from here.
What direction is Priest?
Direction from Direwood. Priest is east. You know that right now you are 220 miles south. Or Direwood is 220 miles southwest. More west than south. So you could approximate that Priest is probably also to your southwest, but mostly south. So if you head south, you'll go in the direction-ish of Priest. You can approximate.
It feels really nice.
We'll
Thank
start
you.
to, at some point we'll be able to see a city in the sky.
That's why I sit here with my feet wet because it's nice and warm.
Oh, gosh, we should probably tell the commander where we are, huh?
No.
6?
It wouldn't be a bad idea.
But maybe the commander likes surprises.
He doesn't.
Oh. This is why you guys can call him Light Knight.
He seemed pretty surprised when Sting left.
He was quite surprised.
I think we were all surprised when Soup
Indeed.
walked away.
But based on last April Fool's Day, we're not going to surprise him again. That was
What's April?
yeah. It's this weird tradition we used to celebrate back home.
Where are you from?
Tacoma.
I'm writing up what I'm saying.
I don't have a follow-up.
You turned very blue, Holden.
It's because if he was green, he would die.
True! It is!
What were you saying, Beth?
Oh,
No,
Clara was
Holden's
telling
blue.
you guys that she's figuring out what she's sending,
I
telling the commander.
You should-
Sorry, I'm like, oh, ew.
You're good. You should tell him I love him. I don't really care about the rest of the message. I just want him to know.
Accidentally teleported randomly away. Be back soon.
Someone stabbed magic book. Poof.
Someone
Doran loves
stabbed
you.
magic book.
I have nothing else. I just want him to know.
Oh, the die won't go away. Go away, die. Oh, shit. Everything's fine. Nobody worry.
So, Bess, did you
I'm
want to
worried.
contact the commander?
Yes, I've said this like 3 times now. I am writing out what I want to say. Just give me a
Oh.
minute.
My dearest commander,
Ah!
3 nights have passed since I last saw your face.
The bomb on
The
that.
warm glow of your buttocks fills my heart with glee and sorrow
It makes my masturbating
and
face
longing.
so thick.
Oh,
My paste is thick because of you. Before it was thin.
no.
She's trying to get that 25-word max. Get it in there.
I get it in there all the time.
Nice.
Up top.
There's
I
someone...
can imagine sending a message to someone and just like, hello, 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 hello.
That would have
How are
been
you?
So,
Hello.
No, it would have been so you're going, hey, hey, what I wanted to tell you is well,
You just need to send a number. Like, there are 7. Scoopity poop, scoop de whoop poop, doop.
I was gonna say something and I forgot what it was.
She's working on this
Why
message.
would you forget?
Why did I forget?
Yeah.
I have a,
Did you forget
what was
why?
the question? Yeah, I don't.
You
Yeah,
forgot the
it's okay.
question.
My bad.
Is there anything
No
else you
biggie.
guys want to do while Bess is pondering what to send to the commander?
try.
Can we see a city in the sky from our location?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't help that it's getting just a little dark, though.
Damn it. It looks like there's pretty tall trees around us there, for the most part. That's up on that lip.
Yeah.
How tall is the
The stone wall, this crater you appear to be in, the walls go about 20 feet, and then there are tall trees at the top of it.
I look at 6 as he's pondering the size of the wall. I don't want to climb.
No, I
He
know.
could throw you.
I was hoping he'd tie a rope around my waist and I would sit there princess style as he carried me up.
I think you got too used to those servants.
I was in heaven.
I figured out what I'm gonna say.
Sure
You can
thing.
tell him I love him?
Bess is gonna say to the commander.
Yep.
Hi, it's Bess. So, unexpected detour. Accidentally teleported near Priest. We'll be back ASAP. Doran says hello. So does 6. And Alistair. See you soon.
Nice.
Okay. After a moment, you get the response. Near Priest? What are you doing? Anyway, your friends arrived. Put them to work. We'll need more. Get back ASAP. Good luck. That's it.
I
Does she
relay that to
relay?
the group.
Okay. Alistair would go, he didn't say hi back.
You didn't tell him I loved him. Now he'll never know. You just want to show
Oh,
my
I
love.
thought you just said hello.
Nope, you just don't want me to be happy with the commander. I treat him right.
Why did Doran suddenly become the sassiest gay man in all of Direwood? What is
Because
happening?
he just had 50 servants doing whatever the fuck he wanted.
I suppose,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's a little stuck on being very pampered.
I'm,
He'll go back
I'm
to normal
sorry,
once he
Doran.
has to work.
I'm sorry, Doran.
Oh, it's a whatever. So, I am already bored of being in this pit.
It is
Yeah.
a lovely
throw
pit.
dirt at him. I'm gonna pick up clumps of grass and dirt and throw it at him.
Oh
He
no.
immediately press the digitation in it. as it
Oh,
touches
okay.
me.
I'm just gonna keep doing it.
On the third time I've pressed the digitation, she now smells like fart, and I glare. I glare like more of a rotten egg smell.
Ah.
I just glare and go, I don't want to be dirty.
I don't want to stink.
I do believe you're the one who started this.
I'm gonna glare at him and walk backwards into the water if I can. Is it like a steep drop off, or could I like wade in?
I mean, you can wade in. By
I
the time
want
you
her
get
to
to the
trip.
waterfall, it's maybe about 5 feet deep.
Oh, I wanted to trip. Do I have a spell?
I'm
that
gonna
will
use
make it trip?
control water if I can.
Yeah.
I want to
Wait.
use it to like push me to the top of the waterfall so I can step off onto the land up there.
Easily done.
Cool.
Still stinks.
Best pushes yourself up to the top of the waterfall.
I clean myself and go. My turn, and I'm gonna walk towards the water and stand there with my arms out wide.
And I'm gonna use my control water to do the exact same thing for him that I just did for me.
Sure.
I'm gonna walk off and dry himself, and then make her smell like daisies.
And then there's just Alistair down by the
Daisies don't actually smell good.
down by the pond
Okay,
performing
lilac.
Tai Chi.
Alistair, rope? I start to uncurl my rope.
Sure.
All right. Find a tree there to tie off to, and
Wait.
well, on
What?
the ground, I guess. What?
Wait,
What is
if I-
the rope for?
Climbing?
Come here.
Bess is just controlling us up there.
Oh,
She has that like for a full 1 minute, 10 minutes.
I think it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, so she can just fucking create a hand in the waterfall and just lift everyone up.
I will absolutely take her up on that.
Yeah. So eventually you guys all reach the
Thanks,
top.
I like your brawn idea, but she has a smell and it's pretty sweet.
I misunderstood.
Eventually
Sorry, Six.
you all reach the top of this gentle waterfall, and you look east, or rather west where the waterfall is going, and it is not perfect, but it is a bit odd how straight this river runs. It's the only thing of note.
Does it run?
I would like to reach my hand in the water and pick up a handful of sediment. Is it like mud,
Sentiment.
dirt, rock?
It is mostly rock.
Is it pretty? When I shake my hand, do I get any pretty rocks?
Yeah, sure. There are a couple of small, pretty rocks, not gems, but like the ones that are kind of shiny.
I hand them to Bess, and look at Six and go. They make her eyes glitter.
Oh my god!
I think that's the sun, Doran. I think it's sun. Bess.
I'm gonna back away.
Falls down the waterfall.
Doran's just the second it gets awkward, Doran starts laughing.
Like nervous laughter?
No, like he's having fun.
Okay.
He's just like,
Like
oh,
it turns into Doran's like,
Doran's like, it was getting too pally around here.
Okay.
All right, so where are we off to?
Priest, I believe.
And that's that way, and I point up, but a little bit angled in the direction we're going.
Yes,
Wow.
exactly.
Well, south right now would be going directly into the forest.
Okay.
Away from the waterfall?
Yep.
Damn it.
There's things in the forest, I have to assume.
Who's ready to jump?
I am.
Where are we
Always
jumping?
ready.
Wait, are we trying to go? Hold on. Which way are we going? I'm sorry.
Are you going towards Priest, or are you trying to go toward Direwood?
We're
Priest.
stopping at Priest.
You're stopping at Priest. You'd be going
That
as
way?
far as you're aware. South. Well, actually, it'd be more like kind of that direction, a little west of south.
Oh,
Cool.
so like if I were to do
We
like
bushwhack.
that. Oh, my arrow's gone.
So you're just gonna start going through the trees. It is a thick forest. You guys will have to stay quite close together
No problem.
so as not to lose each other. But okay, you start moving through the forest together.
Doran is
I would like to do that.
trying to strike a conversation every time no one's talking. Because again, Doran hates the silence.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys.
Yeah.
You guys begin walking through the forest. About half an hour passes, an hour. The sun is getting quite low. But you reckon you got maybe
Hello, big guy.
got like half an hour to an hour of sunlight left, and it's already getting quite dark in the forest for you. However, as there's plenty of tree cover above you. You do notice a couple of things as well. This forest is lively. There are squirrels, there are birds. You notice some larger game, like some deer now and then. And the strange thing about them is they don't seem to mind you at all. The birds don't fly away from you. Things just kind of look at you and continue on their business. Even at one point you pass a deer about 10 feet away and it just kind of looks up at you and it goes back to grazing and then carefully, quietly walks on.
Do we see any raccoons?
Sure.
I would like to try to befriend one.
Okay. So
Can I help him?
as the sun is beginning to set, you think you see a raccoon, and are you just gonna approach it?
Yes, I'm gonna walk up and let me. Hold on. Does this work on animals? Do I know off the top of my head if raccoons understand at least one language?
You have no idea.
I'm gonna try to telepathically talk to the raccoon and be like, dude, we
Okay.
got food for you
Okay. You
if
walk
you
up.
join us.
You walk up to the raccoon. You get within like 5-10 feet of it. It just kind of looks up at you. It doesn't seem to mind, and you're going to telekinetically bond with it or telepathically
Yeah.
bond with it.
I'm gonna link with it.
Okay. You telepathically link with it, and I'm gonna take you to Secret Secrets. You telepathically link with the raccoon, and it looks up at you, and you just go, "Dude, we got food for you. What's up?"
I
And it-
love raccoons. We got food. You wanna join us?
It looks up at you, and what you hear, hopefully it'll come through the mic, what you hear is almost like wind in your head. And the wind whirls around and almost sounds like a whisper. It's a hushed. I tried to do it into the mic, but Discord isn't going to pick it up. But it's like a hushed whisper almost that sounds like multiple voices whispering words you cannot discern in your head.
Is this because the raccoon does not understand the language?
You have never experienced anything like this with your telepathic bond.
Okay. Well, I'm not a big fan, so I'm gonna break that link off.
Okay.
That he may have heard at some point. Whether or not you pick up on those.
We decided that what we were doing is we're walking through the forest, Holden.
Great.
Doran is incorrectly naming every plant he can point at. He'll point at a tree and go, "That's a tulip." He'll point at a little flower. Now that's an evergreen.
Yeah. And you guys see Alistair approach a raccoon. He says, "Oh, I'm gonna talk to you. Let's befriend this raccoon." And Bess follows. And you see Alistair kind of touch his hand to his head. You recognize this as what he does when he tries to telepathically link with something. And he sits there for a moment. His eyes widen just a little bit. And you
I
see
kind of get this look on my face. It's like, the fuck? And then I shut it off and I go, "It's dumb. Let's go."
Can I kill it?
What did
Wait,
it say?
what did it say?
Nothing. It's like a void is in its head. There's no language. I don't know if
Can
it.
Kill
Can
it?
I don't
roll
like
for
it.
Insight?
What do you mean?
Can
What
I
are you
tell
trying
if he's
to-
lying?
You want to see if just he's lying about what he's saying?
Is he lying?
Who's lying?
If Alistair's right.
Alistair legitimately looks rattled.
It's Chris. I love her. Tell her I love her.
He loves that cake. She says thanks.
Do you,
Can
you want to roll insight?
I want to see if he's lying.
Okay, roll insight.
He looks too freaked out to that just be a void.
Alistair is typically hard to read, but as Isaac has mentioned, he looks genuinely rattled. As far as you can tell, perhaps he's not giving full details, but he's not lying.
I've connected with people who can't understand a language before, and it's just nothing. But it's like there's wind in its head, and it's just nothing.
Bess
And
is gonna
it-
start walking away
I
while
don't like
whistling
it.
like the wind.
Well,
Try
you're
to
just
kill it?
whistling.
Can I whistle like the wind as I walk away?
You can whistle like the birds.
I'd like to make a sudden movement at the raccoon as if to startle it.
Okay, roll an intimidation check at the raccoon.
But like really like haphazardly. Like I'm just gonna like kind of stumble at it to see if it does anything.
Okay.
And,
Okay, you kind of stumble at it quickly and very suddenly, and the raccoon does jump and kind of like start walking back a little bit, but it doesn't like jump and fucking book it like you'd expect a raccoon to. Kind of jumps and then slowly starts moving backwards and then cautiously turns around, still looking at you, and then starts walking away.
Alistair is thoroughly freaked out. He goes, "I do not like this place at all.
Can I
It
kill it?
seems so friendly.
No, there's something wrong. I feel it. There's definitely something wrong. I'm gonna try to find another animal. Is there another animal I can find?
Yeah, easily. There are plenty of birds in the trees. There's squirrels, all sorts of small animals.
I would
But
like
the-
to walk up to a
It
squirrel.
is getting dark.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to find a squirrel that's in arm's reach that I can slowly
Sure.
approach and touch.
Yeah, there's a
And I'm
squirrel.
gonna link up with the squirrel.
There's a squirrel. You guys watch him like look around about 15 feet away. There's a squirrel on a tree just like climbing up slowly. Alistair, you're going to reach up and try and touch it?
Yes.
Yeah, you reach up and kind of you touch it. You touch its soft fur and it looks back at you. Kind of
I'm gonna
stands still and just looks at
telepathically
you.
link with it and see if the same thing happens.
Exact same thing. But this time
I
louder.
Louder.
I want to go home. Guys, I want to go home.
Can I
Brian, is there something else you want to?
try to kill the squirrel?
You can
I-
try if you want.
You continuously ask me, and I haven't answered you, which is not a yes, but it's not a no. I don't care. Do what you would
So
do.
you're fine with us camping out right here for the night, right next to that squirrel. That squirrel right there. Jerry over there. He's gonna sit with us when we camp out
I
here.
shoot
And you're
fireballs
okay
at the
with
squirrel. The second she gives it a name, I try to kill it.
You gonna shoot a firebolt at it?
No, I'm gonna cast infestation at it.
Infestation at it. Doesn't it needs to make a save for that?
It does need to make a Constitution saving
A
throw.
con save. Okay.
Fuck you, squirrel.
You gotta look up the squirrel stats.
I'm
now.
not looking up squirrel stats because it rolled a natural 2.
That's 8 poison damage.
8 poison damage. Okay.
It's fucking fleas.
Squirrel
Yeah,
Sorry,
suddenly
squirrel.
the squirrel
Rolls
after
into
Alistair
maggots.
gets kind of like freaked out, maybe backs up a little. The squirrel starts calmly climbing up the tree, and then suddenly is filled with fleas and other tiny insects
Maggots.
and maggots and things that start chewing away at it, and it shrieks out and falls to the ground and is devoured. And then the wind in the forest begins to pick up, and the leaves rustle, and the trees bow back and forth, and it almost seems as if they are bowing toward Doran and back away, and toward Doran and back away, and the wind starts to howl around you guys and swirl around Doran, and then slowly die down.
For that one.
Alistair gets a shocked look on his face, and he goes, "Oh!" And then he kneels down and goes, "Forgive." He just bows right down on the ground. Just to the forest. Nobody in particular. I beg for forgiveness.
Six joins him.
Okay.
It is just something that Alistair would do.
Slowly.
Pardon this indiscretion, I say to the woods.
I did not know what I was doing.
The wind.
Hi, I'm Bess.
The wind picks up back up, and a branch from one of the trees falls and smacks Doran on the head for Well, actually, first I have to see if it rolls. It's gonna roll the hit. The 16 hit you.
does, and I'm not going to try to stop it.
Okay. You're going to take 2 bludgeoning damage as a branch falls from above and clonks you on the head, and then the wind dies back down, and it
I
returns to
deserve
peace.
that.
And
Hey,
everything returns to peace.
you better leave these animals alone.
Well, now we know.
Alistair, while bowing, extends a knuckle and tries to knuckle bump 6.
Best laughs out loud at that.
I look at 6. Now we know. Now you guys also did not discourage me from doing that. Except for Bess. Bess knew what she was doing. Bess is attuned with all the gods and goddesses. I, however, tend to piss them off.
After a few minutes done, I will stand back up and go, well, shit.
Should we leave these woods?
I think that I got a very good night of sleep last night, and I am ready to continue to move and keep going.
Well put. I will trust your instincts. Is everyone okay to move on?
6, I would follow you to the ends of the earth.
We're not going to take exhaustion if we keep going, are we?
Well,
Well,
thank you.
given you guys just had the most luxurious 24 hours of your life and all slept in, you could probably go well into the night without exhaustion, yes.
Okay.
But the sun will be setting soon. And it is already
Yeah.
quite dark in these forests because of the tree cover.
No, it's not. I cast dancing lights.
Dancing lights surround you guys. Okay, not quite as dark.
Cool.
Doran,
All right.
what is the normal light radius of dancing lights?
Here's each sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Dim light in the 10-foot radius. Roll a d20 for me.
I can do that, Holden. Are you ready for me to do that? I rolled a d20 122. Ignore that. I hit the 2 too many times.
Okay. They're a bit more dim than they're supposed to be. Each one only shedding light about 5 feet.
Shame. 5 feet.
I get rid of him and try it again.
Okay.
No, it still doesn't.
Now they are twice as bright as they should be.
Oh,
Yes.
oh dear. Oh, does Bess recognize this? Is when after the after what we did with the guy, the falling stuff,
Seems
and then
familiar.
Everybody's magic
When
was
good
broken.
magic.
I'm gonna cast light on. What do I even have? I'm gonna cast light on my shield.
It is perfectly normal.
I think I pissed something off.
I think it's broken here.
I don't like this.
Neither do I.
I hear all of you. Doesn't seem that bad to me, but okay.
I think I know what to do with pissed off god or goddess. I will take two gold out of my inventory. Go by a nearby tree, place it down, bow my head. I, as a humble mere mortal, beg for the forgiveness of the transgressions I have caused. I know that all life is sacred, and I am not one who can make the decision to take one. I apologize as greatly as I can. And I bow my head.
As Doran says this, and he bows his head. Doran, you look down as you bow your head, and the 2 gold are gone. And suddenly, the birds chirping and all the sounds of the forest stop. And the wind begins to pick up once more, and this hushed tone rustling the leaves. And it's almost as if the wind rustling the leaves itself creates a speech-like sound that sounds something along the lines of, "You are forgiven."
Oh,
I kind of start up. I thank you for accepting my apology.
certainly something.
I walk back towards the group. I
Alistair-
pissed off a lot of God.
Thoroughly taken aback at seeing, him show any sense of righteousness.
As I get back, I look directly at Bess and then to Alice and to the sex. I have pissed off a lot of deities in my time. Normally, the best thing to do is to be honest and apologize and beg for forgiveness. And sometimes they do forgive you, and sometimes they don't. You just be willing to put it in their hands.
Okay. Well,
Okay, that was good. I still think we should keep moving.
Of course, I'd like to dispel dancing lights and then cast again to see if my magic's still wonky.
It is twice as bright.
Ah! Alright, so that's not it.
I think this area might just be broken.
Arcane hotspot. We are very close with at least some deity. Interesting.
Not
Let's
one that
keep
you can
moving
ignore.
so we don't accidentally upset anyone.
What if we
Uh,
actually pleased it?
Yeah, Alistair will agree, but he does. I agree we should keep moving, but at some point I would like to try to talk to the deity if I know it's now that I know it's a legitimate being here, and not random animals who have lost their higher brain functions. That really threw me for a loop.
Oh my.
I'd like to try to talk to it whenever we settle down.
When
So
we settle down, I can try to put together a very makeshift shrine to just deities in general. I'm not the best at it. I have begged for forgiveness plenty of times.
I have something I can try.
Of course.
Okay. You guys can continue southwest-ish for another 30 to 40 minutes before it is quite dark. The night has set.
As we move, anytime I see anything that looks like it needs a little bit more water, I'll take out my water skin and dump a little bit of water onto it and just nod my head as we move.
Sure.
Just to consistently show my empathy and sympathy for the plant life around me, as well as my apologies.
Okay.
Just every chance I can, I would like to water some plants. Maybe help a baby bird or animals back to their trees. Just kind of be extra aware of my surroundings and do my best to help everything out.
Okay. Sure.
Cute. Six would, seeing this, take out his decanter and occasionally sprinkle some water on some stuff.
Okay.
Alistair stops using his cane. He will hold his cane as to not make extra divots in the ground.
Nice. I like it.
Bess is gonna sing to any sad-looking plants they see along the way.
The plant's like, hey, this is Bob.
I will say most of the plants look quite lively, but you can easily find some that look younger that could perhaps use an extra boost.
Kneel down. You can do it, man. I believe in you. If you get some more of that sunlight, I'm sure you'll be a huge tree someday, dude. The plant's like, okay.
Plant takes one bardic inspiration die.
Anytime I see anything a little dirty, I'll press vegetation and clean for forest sakes. Like, I'm trying to keep our footprints as minimal as possible. I know I can't get rid of them, but I can clean them. So
Okay.
I'm not making giant divots. I'm just basically, I think we're all doing our best not to disturb
Yeah,
anything.
You're
Yeah.
just being very extra for the forest. Okay.
We're
Would you
being
like
scared.
Yeah. Fear and respect. There's a very fine line.
Six will pick up any candy bar wrappers they see out there.
Any soda cans, any bottles. He has some scissors on him. If he finds any of those 6-ring things, he cuts them up.
Flip,
Yeah, yeah, takes them with him. So after about 40 minutes, you guys can do this. It does slow your pace a bit, but after about 40 minutes, night has fallen. It is quite dark. Are you gonna continue just walking through the night for a bit?
I do think that setting up camp wouldn't be too bad of an idea.
I think
Okay. We feel like we're far enough away from or safe enough within the woods here to do that.
I think that if I try to make communications and ask if we may have a safe night of sleep, we may possibly have a safe night of sleep.
Okay.
But I will not know until I try.
And if that doesn't work, then we're gonna have to do watches again. And I hate doing shifts.
You hate everything.
I hate a lot of things. Not you guys. At least not most of the time.
Is Bess's picture really pink for anybody else?
No, that's just you.
That's really strange.
Wait, really?
Yeah, like for whatever reason, like there's just pink bleeding all around you, and then the wall color is in the background. It's very odd.
I know Holden was blue earlier.
No,
Oh, he's blue again, because if he was green, he would die.
I can't
Oh,
get a good pink to show up on the.
I mean,
my
my
webcam.
face is flushed, but
Jason, send a screenshot of what you're seeing in the chat.
Let me do that.
Because it looks completely normal to me.
There we go.
Holden's
there's a
all
decent
funky
pink.
because he has LEDs.
Yeah, I got pink going.
I still can't see Jason.
I
Anyway,
have you on my second monitor.
so what are you guys doing to try to? So you stop at some point. You find not a clearing, but you can find like a good 10-foot area, 15 square feet. That's like, it's clear enough that you could all at least kind of lean up against a tree or lay down or something.
Cool.
All right.
Well done.
We'll do that.
Doran, don't eat that. What am I not eating?
If you need to
you
ask,
had, like,
then it's good
white-
advice.
Something in your hand.
Oh, this?
Yes.
Yeah, don't eat it.
Don't eat it.
No.
He
My,
ate it.
Are you
It
guys
has
gonna
gum
go
in
through with
it.
your plan with trying to ask the forest to let you sleep, or are you just gonna?
I am going to
set up watch.
cast Program Delusion,
Okay.
which is my 6th level spell. And I am going to create a room per se. Kind of like a tent. Imagine like a fortune teller's tent.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's see. Now, it is an illusion, so I'm assuming you cannot touch it.
That's what it looks like to me.
Okay. Yeah, things can pass through it.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I'm gonna make it the inside of it look like a what's the word? Religious building, monastery,
Temple.
church. Sure, we'll go with temple.
Sure.
No, actually, this is
Monastery.
stupid. Now that I'm thinking about it, because I don't know the deity. Okay, I'm gonna make it look like a temple without like sole focus on a deity. It's just gonna be like kind of a blank canvas for now. Until I learn who they are, then I'll throw in the marks.
Okay.
Bess is curious as to who this is. Would she know? Hang on 1 second here. As a cleric of the divine arts myself, would I have any? Could I do a religion check maybe to see whose forest this is?
You can make a religion check, sure.
I bet you are really pink.
I am.
That's
From my
Really?
picture.
Oh, what the
Wait,
fuck?
what am I doing?
Jason. That's a you thing. She's fine for me.
It's back to normal at this point. I don't know what was going on there.
Okay, with a
Degree-
13, there are several deities whose domains lie in nature.
Maybe this
It's-
god knows the rat god.
But like there are probably at least like a half a dozen or more probably who like reside in nature to some degree. It'd be hard to pinpoint one. There's Rilithane, or perhaps even Eldath. There's some more. You can't think of the names off the top of your head right now, but yeah, if you're just going with just with what you know, that you're in a forest and it's naturey and alive, there's like a half dozen deities that can match this.
I suppose that is all I will do. I'm not sure if legend lore would give me what I'm looking for, so I will. Actually, no, we're about to rest, so might as well try it. So legend lore, which is a divination spell,
You're gonna
says
cast
name
that.
or describe a person, place, or object. I would look around the forest, describe it, and describe seen so far, and then it should bring to my mind a brief summary of significant lore about said item I have named.
Okay, I will take you to Secret Secrets.
Cool.
Okay. You concentrate, close your eyes, and let Mistra's words guide you into a deeper understanding of where you are. And she says this: an unending forest of legend and lore. Many dive in. Those who don't leave, many more.
Wait. An unending forest of legend and lore.
Many walk in. Those who don't leave, many more.
Okay. That's what I get?
Yeah, journeys of spirit,
Mm-hmm.
of self and of mind,
Mm-hmm. Yeah?
not a god or a goddess. Power of different kind.
Is that all I get?
Yes.
Oh. I don't suppose I can ask any questions about that, huh?
You would also know. Mr. would also tell you that this is the legendary forest known as Sandlinet Forest.
How do you okay, that's fine. Sandlinet Forest?
Yep, Sandlinet Forest. You get that little couplet and the name.
Cool, thank you.
All right, take it back.
We're ordering me a floor pizza.
I will order you a pizza, Jason. Don't
So-
test me.
As you guys are kind of clearing space, getting ready, like within this makeshift illusory temple to possibly bed down or speak with something, Bess bows her head for a moment, closes her eyes, and her eyelids themselves light up with an octarine glow for a few moments, and then they open back up.
Is octarine a color?
Octarine is the color of magic. It is colors.
I always think of it like oil, like an oil spilled
Yes.
at a gas
Yeah.
station or whatever.
Or in the
Oh, I really
little
like
rainbow.
that. Okay,
Um,
I looked it up. I like that.
blue eyes. Wait, Dre.
I don't like the idea of staying here anymore.
What's that?
Does the Sandlinet Forest sound familiar to anyone?
Not to me.
I've
Could I roll a
traveled a
history
lot.
check?
Doran and Alistair, having both been well-traveled, make a history check.
Not good. I'm not very good at that. Not good. I'm really bad. Torrance focused more on.
Doran, you're sure? Maybe you've heard that name before. You have no fucking clue. Alistair, however, you've heard of the Sandlinet Forest. It's kind of piqued your interest a couple times because you've heard of a lot of people journeying to and into it on spiritual journeys, and like you've always wondered about the mental properties of it and how it messes with people's minds. It's supposed to be like some sort of enchanted forest kind of bullshit. But you would recall with a 19, you also know, yeah, it is a huge forest, much bigger than the city of Direwood itself, probably at least quadruple the size of Direwood, and it does reside north of Paris. But you've heard a few tales in taverns and keeps of people going in and having incredible spiritual journeys and coming out changed people, and of people going in and never being heard from again.
Hmm.
Do you play that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I think we're lucky, and I think we're all gonna be fine, and we'll come out different people.
I mean,
You
I
can talk to different people, Doran.
am
I
inclined.
want to see. I walk behind a tree and I come back out looking like Nancy.
I am inclined to continue and just attempt to talk with the deity.
I don't
But-
think journeys of spirit, of self and of mind, not a god or a goddess, power of a different kind.
Spooky, but
Talk to it anyway.
You guys can talk to it. I'm gonna stand over here. I'm gonna walk to the other end of the clearing and sit down.
I'm gonna go hang out with her.
I am going to sit with Alistair. Very giddy. I look very giddy.
okay. I'm gonna follow through with this actually. I am going to kneel down, and what do I have to offer? The book I read. I'm going to offer Shilbin's The Perversions of the Mind. I'm going to put it on the ground, and say, I offer you the knowledge in this book. I don't know if it's worth anything to you, but it is all I really have to offer right now. I'm seeking a counsel to see if I may speak with you.
Okay. Saying these
I
words.
am bowed.
Saying these words and
I'm-
bowing, the wind begins to pick up once more and shaking the leaves in that same way that almost makes it sound like speech, and you hear something along the lines of, "Rest easy tonight. Tomorrow there is much to learn." And the book is gone. It molds into the ground and sinks beneath the floor.
Oh, this is really cool.
I humbly thank you.
Many thanks to the forest.
Doran's like, yeah.
Doran's like looking,
this is
Doran's
sick.
looking around, like rubbing his hands together.
Okay, Bess, you may come back over. I dispelled my illusion.
No thanks.
Okay, have a good night.
The forest says we can sleep fine.
And then what?
Then we'll have to
Removing-
learn some things. However, if what you say is true and people kind of vanish, maybe we should take a piece of rope and tie it to all of ourselves, so none of us can vanish in the middle of the night.
That's actually kind of smart, Zelfer. Nope,
Not
sorry,
my name!
Doran. I'm so used to associating smart things with Zelfer.
The first time you fuck it up is when he says something, when he mentions a good idea.
Also, that's the first time that anyone has done things that Doran wants you guys to, that is on board with. Every time Doran boards with someone, you guys tend to steer away from that action. Whenever you're like, I want to do this, and Doran goes, we should do that, you guys tend to go, maybe we should.
Okay, so
Um,
you guys are gonna take a rope and just kind of tie it between yourselves, and then take a rest.
Loosely
Doran, I
around our
believe-
ankles.
That is a good idea,
I will.
but
I
I
will-
believe that would be in ill favor of the forest wishes of us having a safe night, so I will pass. You may tie it to whoever you want.
Nah, you've got a point. You guys can tie yourself. You two can tie each other up. Oh! And Doran will go
They're
away.
gonna tie the knot.
And
Do,
Doran,
do we want to use the rope, Bess? Or
I think no, I don't.
all right. I make sure to sleep with her curled up in my arms, very close.
Aw.
No,
That's
it's probably good because otherwise Alistair and Doran aren't gonna have a lot of room to sleep. There's not a lot of room in this forest.
Oh,
I look at them cuddled together. I look at Alistair.
Alistair looks him dead in the eyes and shakes his head.
What if I looked different?
No,
He
What if I
thought
look
about
like
it.
You?
absolutely not.
I look like Alistair.
Okay.
And I blow you a kiss.
They said I'd have a good night of sleep. I'm just gonna have nightmares.
Oh no, why don't you just fuck yourself? And I wink and turn back to Doran.
Eventually, you all find your rest in the forest, surrounded by the sounds of a forest living in the night. It's quite calming, actually, despite some of your tensions. You do all have a normal rest, and you wake up the next morning feeling refreshed as you could, sleeping on the ground in a forest.
Doran wakes up with tears in his eyes. I miss the mansion.
And the forest is alive with the sound of birds and other small critters.
the
Bess is gone. Bess is the only one who's gone.
birds.
I'm in Six's arms.
Yeah.
Alistair's missing his shoe. It's all good.
They somehow find a lampshade to put on Doran's head.
And a magic marker.
Blakes, thank you so much for reminding me of something I forgot earlier. Could all of you roll hold on, one moment actually. 6, I need you to roll one
Oh, God.
1d20. Bess, I need you to roll 1d10.
Huh?
Alistair, I need you to roll 1d3. And Doran, I need you to roll 1d17.
Okay.
6, a
Fuck,
17.
I know exactly what this is now.
Yep.
I don't.
Neither do I.
I'm
I have no
Oh,
clue.
fuck. Fuck!
Tell us.
my inventory sheet open. Like I have my character sheet open, so when he switched my character sheet over, I saw it.
Mm-hmm. 6. All of you actually in the morning. Your packs are a bit not in the morning. Actually, I'm sorry. This is something I forgot about earlier. After the teleportation, now that you wake up, you notice actually your packs are all a bit lighter. 6. The periaptive wound closure has disappeared. Wait,
was around-
that's on Bess now. So actually, you have lost the demon's coin. But also, please remove the periaptive wound closure from your inventory.
Right.
Only has 3 things in his inventory.
I have forgotten to put the pack in individually.
Oh, okay. Then please
So that
roll a d13.
okay, yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say that's fucking ridiculous.
Bess, your ink pen is gone.
No.
I lost my entire ink bottle.
And Doran, your ink bottle is gone. And Alistair, if a d13, please.
Working on it.
Bubba? What you want?
Okay, whatever is the 5th item on your inventory in D&D Beyond, that is gone.
Oh, I have to look up my character on D&D Beyond. Hold on.
I'm assuming that's where all your inventory is.
Yes. Come on, open up.
Doran's so upset.
It's your bottle of ink that you lost?
And you lost your ink pen. One of you
Well-
can still have the full set.
I will. Seeing this, I'm assuming Doran would say what he's missing.
Ink, I have my quill.
I'm
I
missing
give- I
my
would give-
candles.
Okay.
I would give Doran my bottle of ink.
There is a squeal. Like,
Would you like me to re-roll with my D&D Beyond inventory, like actually re-roll?
Well, no, each pack has approximately 10 items, so I just approximated that plus your Roll20 inventory.
Okay.
So that should be relative. That's good enough. So,
I
okay.
lost me candles.
Yep.
Well, actually, I would have 16 things instead of 13 because I haven't added the D&D Beyond stuff to my Roll20.
Okay, well, what? No. That's
Or my Roll20 to my D&D Beyond.
right.
Oh, we're good.
6 immediately starts looking for tracks, potentially tiny raccoon tracks.
I mean, there are small critters
no,
all over.
picture.
Yeah,
We
I'm
would've
sorry.
lost the
This was
filter and
something that you lost
teleportation.
after the teleportation. I forgot. That is my fault.
Does
Oh,
Alistair
you
still have
don't.
his shoe?
What's that?
Does Alistair still have his left shoe?
Unfortunately not.
What? Are you fucking serious?
No, I'm kidding. It's still there.
Fuck
Okay.
you! What a waste of my Simon Says. What a waste of my Simon Says.
If you want me to actually lose my shoe, I will lose my shoe. Alistair will just be pissed about it.
If I cash in 1,500 cool dude points and say give 6 back the demon coin, would that happen?
Players do not get to use Simon Says for the game they're in. You can fuck
Okay,
around.
but I did it for something that mattered nothing at all for actual gameplay.
Yeah, but you're affecting another player.
Jesse, if you're watching,
If you wanted something random to happen in the world or
Jesse,
random
if
to
you're
happen to Doran,
watching.
sure.
No, you
but-
gotta call. You guys gotta call on Katrina and Sammy Joe. I'm pretty sure
no.
they're listening right now.
Oh no. So, what are you guys
Katrina,
doing in the
Sammy
morning?
Joe, if you're listening,
I want Alistair to lose his shoe.
vote now for your
Vote
favorite
now.
contestant on American Idol.
On Direwood loses shoes. What are you guys doing in the morning?
Who's gonna lose a shoe?
6 immediately gets up, bummed that he's missing his favorite coin, and want to head out because everybody seemed to be in the mind that we were in danger last night.
I would like to walk up to a tree and put my hand against the tree, and lean close, go, I'm ready for your secret.
Where have you guys been peeing? Is it disrespectful to pee on a tree, or what's happening?
Well, I just pee my pants and then clean it up.
My goodness.
Oh my god, Wizard could do that.
I don't have to worry about it. I can clean it up. Doran says that without hesitation.
I really don't like that. But you could.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
He just looks at you like, I thought that's
How
what
do you keep
everyone-
coming up with shit that I hate?
I broke Holden. Look at Holden.
Mhm.
Okay, are you more mad that I came up with that, or the fact that I was that quick on my response?
The fact that you were that quick because you already had figured that out in your head.
That is brilliant.
Like,
I'm
this
not-
is clearly something you've
Thanks,
thought about
Blake.
before.
I'm gonna hear about this all
I am
night now.
upset.
Thanks,
I am upset that this is clearly something you've thought about before because that was way too quick to be like on the spot. No, this is something you have thought about. This is
Complete like transparency. I came up with that when we entered. Once the forest got mad at me for doing something, because then Doran would have been like super careful not to do anything else to piss him off. So I was like, you know what? Doran probably does it all the time. He is that lazy, and with
Wow.
the scene in the mansion, it's just a Doran thing.
You have ruined me. Congratulations.
So what is the
Are we
party
done?
doing?
Is this the end of the session?
No.
I think this is a good closing point.
No.
Getting out of the woods. No, we need not to remember this.
Unless you guys want to be done. No, that's please don't make that the end of the session.
Not a good point.
6 is booking it out of the woods if everybody else is.
Are we running with the forest that has much to teach us?
I'd rather not learn, I say, following 6.
What are we doing, guys?
I'm gonna cast my 6th level spell, Find the Path, to find the most direct path to Priest.
Okay, 2 priests
Okay.
is
Okay.
pretty much pretty much directly south. Just a tad west.
The path?
Right.
Like, is it a line? Does that mean at like the one point in the line it just goes straight up?
I mean, it would.
It's fucking
You
funny.
can see a floating city, right?
In fact, if it is like the most direct path, then yeah, it would be like very, very, very gradual incline going up.
Fun.
No, I don't know what the words of the spell say. Is it easiest path that we can actually walk, or is it most direct path?
Most direct path.
Most direct path would be a very slow,
gradual-
yeah, going south, just slightly west of south, a gradual incline, very
mean,
gradual.
If we cast that spell and the place that we wanted to
Oh.
go to was underneath us, it would just go straight down.
It says, path is the shortest and most direct route, but not necessarily the safest route to the destination. It's the most direct physical route to a specific fixed location that I am familiar with.
Okay. Well, either way, it is pointing you south, slightly west of south.
All right, let's go.
So you guys are just gonna be moving for a bit. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys walk for a little bit. Give it about an hour until you come across something familiar. Familiar hole in the ground
Great.
and a familiar pool and a familiar waterfall.
Down. Best is the path getting shorter.
I quit. I sit down on the ground.
That answered all my questions. I am so enlightened.
Maybe we should talk to the forest again.
I think it wants to talk to us in its own ways.
As in,
666.
just 6 is fine.
I don't think it wants to be questioned, honestly. I think we're here to learn. That and someone rolled poorly. I glare at Alistair with a smirk on my face.
And
Oh, nothing. I'm actually having tons of fun. This is very entertaining. I don't know what's going to happen next. And the element surprise is very good. Boo! And I just turn around and scream boo it behind me.
A random squirrel's like and climbs up a tree.
okay, well, I'll try to talk to them again when we get down there. So I'm gonna hop down there.
Are we going down?
I am. I feel like this might be the place where they want to talk to us.
I dive like I'm diving into the deep end.
Oh, you're gonna go over and dive into the water?
No. Just onto the ground. I can do that.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you can.
okay, here's
You
the thing.
can't take fall damage.
With no, with your monk bullshit, you can negate fall damage. If you straight up dive like you're diving in the water, you're taking fall damage. I don't give a fuck what your class says. you fuck off with that monk bullshit. If you want to jump down and do monk bullshit to slide down, whatever, cool, no fall damage. You want to dive, you're taking the 2d6, motherfucker. Tell you what. If you want to dive and look cool, you can roll an acrobatics check, and if you succeed, you do the sick roll at the bottom, and and you don't take any damage. But if you fail, you're taking the damage.
I'm okay.
Okay.
We've hit Holden's weak point.
Oh, the monk bullshit. Oh, just negates any terrain difficulties. Just I'll.
It's like having wings except psychic.
I hate it. Okay, so 6 deftly dives down, perfectly fine.
I look at Alistair. I don't want to fall.
Can I shove him over the edge?
You can
And
try.
say 6, catch.
I try.
Are you gonna try to shove me?
Yeah, I'm
gonna-
gonna say 6, catch.
The second she does that, I'm gonna see if I can cast scatter on her and Alistair.
You gonna try to cast scatter? Okay.
Are you guys willing?
Do you say a scatter?
I say scatter. The second she goes 6 catch, I go.
Fine.
Bess, are you
I'm
willing?
willing.
No.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
All right, bet.
Gets like a 26.
She might.
18,
yeah,
she
she's
beat
fine.
you.
But 6 is Alistair's down there.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Alistair just appears next to 6. Boop.
So,
Is there like any what's the feeling that gets associated with that?
I think it'd be the same as any teleportation spell if you've ever teleported. It'd be the same.
Okay.
Just a flash and then you're down there.
Yeah.
Because I know for Stinking Cloud, or not Stinking Cloud. What was the Cloud one?
Oh yeah, I know. Cloud walk or whatever. Yeah. Hold on. You know what's really gonna piss you off about scatter? Because I'm a sorcerer, I can take it from an action to a bonus action. Meaning I can bonus action teleport the entire team in or away from combat.
I don't like you. I don't like you.
Meaning I still have an action to do whatever the fuck I want.
All right. Bess, for the sake of expediency, Bess and Doran, do you make your way down?
Slowly.
I'm gonna do the water trick.
You're going to go to the
Again.
waterfall, do the water trick,
Yeah.
and you just kind of glide across the pond and land over here.
If Doran wants to come too, that's fine.
I glared at her a little bit and tried to push me so I don't trust her. But I will listen to her, ready to teleport myself away if she tries to dunk me in the water.
Okay. You guys
I
all
don't-
Don't make me
eventually
use all my teleportation stuff.
you guys all eventually make your way down. And as you enter this area, the wind picks up again, causing the leaves to shift in such a way that sounds like speech, and you hear, "To free your bodies, you must first free your minds. We have held back demons for millennia. Your inner demons are far too strong to let you leave. Defeat your inner demons, and perhaps you too shall pass." And as the wind dies down and these words echo throughout the small pit you are in, twigs and branches and woods start to sprout over here where I am pinging and form into cube-like shapes, eventually taking the shape of 6 wooden cages.
Did you take this from Seven Deadly Sins?
He hasn't seen it,
I don't know.
but
You
I
know
see
what
where
I'm
you're
talking
coming
about,
from.
though. Yeah,
I see where you're coming from.
because this is good.
I don't.
This is good.
Is
Real
that
sexy hot? Like,
okay?
I mean, wait, no, no, I meant it.
6 cages.
6 cages.
I just
Made of
walked
wood.
to the first one. Does it open?
As you walk up to the first one, a few leaves sprout from one of the branches and fall to the ground and stiffen and roll into each other to form the shape of a key.
I go.
And all the other cages do so.
I open the door.
You open the door to one of the cages with the key. It unlocks it.
I just walk in.
You step into the cage.
I closed the door.
You go over and close door in it.
He gone. He gone.
Okay.
Gone.
I mean, he
no.
has the key.
I hand Six the key. I don't hesitate.
Okay.
Then I unlock the door and let him out if nothing happens.
No, yeah, you close the door, lock it, nothing happens.
Okay.
I think everyone has to get in.
I'm not.
We're in
No.
individual ones.
I do believe, Bess, this is the only way out.
I'm not going to get into a cage ever again. No, I'm not.
I think that's fair.
Would you do it for a Scooby snack?
No.
But I don't think you want to never be seen or heard from ever again. And I think that's the other option here.
We may have to play its game, Bess.
Oh, it's a fun game, I think.
I don't want to ask you to get into a cage. I think that's up to you.
Meanwhile,
Bess
Doran's
would go
just
up
in the
to
cage.
a cage. And she would be just about in tears as she gets in.
Okay.
Alistair will follow suit.
Alistair, you take a cage. Who is Bess? Who's locking Bess in?
I'll lock Bess in.
Okay.
Can I lock myself in?
If you kind of reach around, I suppose.
I
Yeah.
the cage.
Okay. 6.
Can I squish into that cage with her?
No, you could squeeze in. It would not be comfortable.
All right. All right. I get into the one next to her here.
Okay.
I will
just
cast Unseen Servant to lock our cages.
Okay. You cast Unseen Servant, and it goes and locks Six's cage. As you step into a cage, before you lock yours, Six's cage, which is locked, starts to slowly meld into the ground and shrink and shrink. And Six, at this point, you're having to duck down. And at the point where you're starting to get really uncomfortable and ducking down, and it's only Six's cage, it stops. And all of the cages break into twigs and fall apart. And the wind says, "Your past does not define you, nor may it dictate you." And the cages break apart. And the leaves wilt and fade into the ground. And I deleted the wrong things, but that's okay.
You deleted me.
Yep.
I look at Bess. I smile slightly. I think that was the test for you, my dear. Your past does not dictate you.
Walk
Well,
to
then
it.
why did it try to crush 6?
I look at Six. 6 is fine.
I don't think it was an attempt to crush him. I think it was more of a lesson. But also, I don't know anything.
The point.
At this
That's
point,
what we need to be doing. Admit that. Admit we don't know what's going on and listen.
I suppose I can't argue with that.
So am I still in the cage?
no, the cage has broken apart, and the sticks and leaves that made up the cages and the keys.
Oh,
have-
I thought
have-
it was just Six's cage
Nope.
that broke. My
all
bad.
of them. Once Six's cage stopped moving, they all broke apart and melded back into the ground. As you guys finish up this discussion, trying to figure out what's going on, a dozen saplings sprout from the ground, a little distance away. Each one begins growing leaves at a rapid pace, and the leaves fall to the ground. Each sapling spread about 3 feet apart. No leaves of a different color touch each other. And all the saplings, different colors.
Uh, do they need water?
Let's go investigate.
Sure.
All right. Okay. Bush.
Yeah, you guys move over to the saplings, and they are each some vibrant colors you wouldn't expect leaves to be, but they're each spread out relatively equally in a sort of oval shape. None the same color. And the leaves are constantly falling off of each sapling and kind of melding into the ground slowly. Always keeping just like a little pile, like one big rake and fall kind of pile, and none of the leaves of different colors are touching.
I sort of dig at the pile in front of me, see if there's anything
Okay.
kind
You
At
dig
the
at the
base.
pile until you find grass and leaves melting in. There's nothing special.
of.
Can I make 2 different colored leaves touch?
Sure. You grab 2 leaves of different colors. You take the nearest you, the green and the red, and you touch them together. They touch.
Okay. Um,
I want to gently brush both leaves on Six's face.
Okay. It tickles Six's face. Smells kind of nice.
all right. I'll try feeding a little water to the plants with the decanter.
The water takes and the ground becomes a little mushy behind this under the saplings.
Okay.
I'm going to grab fuck. God, I wish I had spells that did more damage. My thought, well, I don't know how I would relay that to the group. What if each tree corresponds to a type of magic?
How many trees are there?
12, and I can't think of that many.
I thought there were 7 schools of magic.
Not
Am I
school
wrong?
types,
Oh.
like damage types.
I see.
But yeah, I can't think of. I don't think there's that many.
Okay. Interesting thought, though. I mean,
You really rolled that many nines, and you got 200.
2
You get
million.
2 million. That's it.
Yeah, that's all.
Oof.
Very low roll.
Wow, that's a really low roll. Jesus.
I walk into the center of the plants.
Sure.
No change, no ominous feel, no vines reaching for me.
No.
Okay. Okay. Doran, eat one.
I grab one and eat it. Actually, I grab one and go, I don't want to harm it.
Are each of the trees a different kind of tree than the last, or are they all saplings of the same kind?
They all appear to be different kinds.
Different kinds? Do some of them appear to correspond with, like, different kinds of weather, like how you'd find a spruce tree where it's cold, or like a palm tree where it's hot?
Perhaps. I mean, with this many different kinds, certainly different climates could affect each one, yeah.
Do they all appear to be in the same, like, in a same healthiness?
Yeah, they all appear healthy.
Saplings. Hey.
It's your boy.
Blake, I like your hair.
Thanks.
Did you get a cut?
No, he just had it, like, his webcam was filled with it.
Interesting. Who has my coin?
Can
I
I
would like-
do
Go ahead.
Would it be meta of me to do a knowledge check to see if Bess would have any ideas? Like, I'm kind of stumped here.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make either a wisdom or intelligence. One of them they'll both give you different answers.
And that's a skill check.
Yeah, just an unskilled check. Wisdom or intelligence, your choice. No. Sorry, I saw the wisdom saving throw and I was like, oh, 18. So, no, that's earlier.
Wisdom or
Wisdom or intelligence check,
Intelligence?
either's fine. A wisdom. With a 12, you think for a moment. That first test probably had something to do specifically with one of you. Perhaps this one is the same.
Trying to figure that out as well.
Who's from the forest?
Not me.
I'd like to take out one of my journals and open it.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
No.
I put it back.
I look around. Are you asking me to reveal myself?
I want to
Yes.
pick up one leaf from each.
Okay.
Oh, they could represent the many different faces that Doran has.
Alistair walks around and collects one leaf from each pile.
I have 12 leaves. I don't know what to do with them. But they
When-
look pretty together.
When they're picked up, do they eventually deform as well?
Not immediately. Not anything you notice right away.
I kind of walk to the center
Mm-hmm.
and look at all the trees. And I change my appearance to my 11, so similar to 6's appearance.
Okay.
Do they do anything?
No.
Change it back to Dora. I think we're a little confused. One hint, please.
The tree's like, fine.
The wind blows
12.
very nonchalantly.
Does our calendar have 12 months?
The calendar, yeah, ours does.
Blake, I thought you were drinking half and half for a minute and got real worried.
I'd do it just to spite you.
I did not ask you to.
That's
And
why
I
would
did
do
not
it to spite
challenge you.
This is a challenge. I will eat this dice.
All right, Skylar.
Yeah, the calendar does have 12 months.
Half and half's fucking delicious.
Okay, 12 months, 12 plants, 12 plants.
The wind blows nonchalantly. Does it do anything else?
3 plants.
Alistair, are you still holding the leaves?
Yes.
The wind blows, knocks one of the leaves from your grasp, and it blows toward Doran.
Oh, that's fuckers.
Make him hold the leaves. Hold the leaves, Doran.
I hand Doran the leaves. I go, hold, Doran, take these leaves. I do not want them any longer.
I hold the leaves.
Okay. You take the bundle of a dozen different colored leaves, and all of the saplings around you begin to melt back into the earth, and the leaves you're holding in your hand all begin to melt into water and trickle through your fingers. And the wind picks back up and the leaves say, "Whether one face or 20, there is only one you."
Fair, but this me is the one I like right now.
And the saplings fall back into the earth.
I tap my head. I didn't have to reveal anything. Yay, me!
After this, a single sapling of a similar color to the rest of the forest sprouts behind you all. The leaves,
Alistair!
the sapling sprouts from the ground and grows to about 1 foot tall. It grows small branches which sprout leaves. Then the entire thing stiffens, and all at once the saplings break into dozens of pieces and fall to the ground. Its pieces in a small, neat pile.
Alistair!
I'd like to try to put one of the branches back on it.
Okay, you take one of the pieces and carefully place it back on, and it melds back into the shape of the stem of the sapling.
It's like a puzzle.
This is you or me, buddy.
Well, I could try it. Put it back together. I will put more branches on.
Okay, you put piece by piece, you start to piece the sapling together until eventually, though it may not be exactly as it was before, you put together a sapling. And this, like Doran's leaves, melts into water and dissipates into the ground, and the leaves in the winds howl. One who dissects may also diagnose. One who destroys may also create. And once that disappears, more
I
leaves
look at
start
Doran
to
and go, it was me.
leaves start to fall from the trees around you guys and pile into a central area here where I am pinging. And eventually the leaves begin to stiffen and shape around themselves until what is produced is a rat made of leaves. The rat kind of looks up and looks around and just mingles amongst the party and starts moving around to this coalesced leaf-like rat shape. Curiously begins investigating the party.
Hey, 6. I think you were the first test.
May have been.
I think here's how I figured out. There were 6 cages. Your name is 6. There were 12 trees. I have clocks in my eyes. I don't know what that meant for you, Alistair. Bess, you were once a rat, meaning you didn't have to get in the cage. Yay!
I pick up the rat.
Okay. You hold it in your hands, and it feels like leaves, but it acts like a rat looking up at you.
Does it speak?
Can
No.
I speak to it in rat?
What do you say in rat to it?
What do you need, friend?
So Bess chitters down at this leaf rat. It
What
looks up
can I
at you.
get for you?
It looks up directly into your
Papa
eyes and says
J?
nothing.
I pet its head.
You pet its head. It seems to enjoy it.
I take some food from my bag, my
Mhm.
pack, and offer it to the little one.
Okay. You bring some food over, and it nibbles on it.
Okay. All right.
Holden, I think I know what you're looking for, and I don't like it.
Doran looks a little startled and goes,
Sorry.
do you think it wants you to
I think-
kill it?
I'm gonna gently squeeze the rat.
It bows its head and allows you to do so.
Does anything else
Squish
happen?
that rat.
You start to squeeze it, and you can hear the leaves start to crinkle in your hand.
Oh, I don't want to break it.
I mean, it is made of leaves. It does not appear to be in pain. It actually just kind of closes its eyes and just bows its head a little.
All right, I'm going to crush it.
You crush it in your hand, and as you open your palms back up, there is nothing in there. And the leaves speak once more. One's purpose is not given or found. It is chosen. And with that, some of the rocks and trees begin moving on their own, revealing a path out of the forest. And you can see beyond it a clearing. And that is where we will pick up next time.
Oh man, I thought I saw a funky looking rock there.